So this just explains what a vision letter is. So it's just a letter that you write describing your vision. Okay, you can take pictures using your phone if you want to read for later. And then this is a list of questions that you can ask yourself when you're doing your vision letter.
Sounds interesting. Going how much you take it?
If I should give the questions that you so if you want to take
And I was telling the lady that they really believe in the universe watching over us. Because there are things that I don't put effort into, but when I'm looking at it, I'm like, it has actually happened. So I'm like,
whatever you want.
Maybe your potential clients coming to buy from us, then the wholesale price, then they don't buy. Because our main job is to distribute and make sure that everyone gets a job somehow. That's the whole market.
But vanilla especially. So, which one do you prefer?
Your education. Teenagers today are involved in so many things. We are talking about then you have to put out to wear something when you bet remember, you are growing, you want to remain somehow, so you have to make right decisions in life. There's somewhere where it talks about
Zibi. Let me explain.
Yeah, definitely. What else is there? Yeah, I'll push see more. Like, find out the stuff.
so this is you.
Pastor Rose. Pastor Rose, come this side. Siyabonga. We'll have an opening prayer, then we'll all feel free, and then we'll have introductions, then you know who's whom, and then we will then have our, it's a 90% health expo, and then 10% business expo. Yes, thank you, Reverend.
Okay, let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, this morning. In the mighty name of Jesus, we thank you, Father, that this is the day that you have made, oh God. Yes, Father, we have gathered here to the becoming a successful event that has been organized by WG, by Norma, my Father. We thank the Holy Spirit that everything is going to go according to plan. It's going to go according to your direction. It's going to go according to your order. Thank you, my Father, that, my God, you are the one that is going to be in charge of this whole event. And thank you, my Father, for all the exhibitors, my Father, that are here, and for all the guests that are here, my God. Thank you, Father, that after everything has been done and said, we are going to receive something good even in us, oh God, and we are going to come out changed people, oh God. In the mighty name of Jesus, Father, we bless your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. So you are the first one to introduce yourself. So you can just introduce yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Come to the red carpet.
Okay, let me leave my bag.
Yes, because you are now live on our Facebook page. So now you just need to, you're now a celebrity. Come. Okay.
Good morning. It's nice and hot. Yes, I just want to thank WG. I want to thank the Becoming event for inviting us this morning. I know it's going to be a worthy day. I know it's going to be a successful day. And we have come here to learn. This is the 4th edition, and I'm happy to be part and parcel of this 4th edition. I was there on the 0 edition, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. This is the 4th. And I know we are going higher and we are excelling, and to the top we are going. And I know that very soon we'll be known all over. Amen. Hallelujah. My name is Reverend Rose Tekwa, and I'm the resident pastor. Amen.
Okay, so tell them what you're going to be doing today in your corner, because you've got a table.
Oh, we've got a spirit corner. Anyone that needs to interact with us, we are there at the corner. We are there to help you with your spiritual matters, prayer line, counseling, whatsoever you feel you want to know about the word, we are there for you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so now we'll go to the Alvaro. They made this dress for us. So they can come forward. They can come forward, and then they'll introduce themselves, and then they'll tell you about this dress. Come, Alvaro. There she is. There she is. Okay. So you can introduce yourself and then the dress.
Okay. Hi, hello everybody, and thank you very much for coming. So my name is Begi Skola, from Alvaro Designs. Our store is at the back there, where you will also find the previous dresses that we made for her, the previous events, the anti-becoming events, okay? So this dress, I was inspired by her. She's a very busy person, so we had to come up with an idea how to dress a very busy person. So these flowers say a lot, and the leopard print is, that's her brand. So you see leopard print, you see Norma. Very busy, she does everything. I'm sure you've seen her ever since she walked into this room. People started working, people started shaking. So that's what the dress says. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So tell us today in your fashion corner what you're going to be doing.
Okay, in our fashion corner, like I have already mentioned, that we have some of the dresses that she's worn in the previous years, and also we have got sun hats because I'm not quite sure whether to call it winter or summer because when we made this dress it was supposed to be a summer dress, but it's okay. It's okay. She's looking pretty anyway. So we also have shoes in our corner. We have corporate wear, protective clothing. We have everything actually. If you want something, we're going to give you a business card or we can exchange numbers. You can find us also on social media platforms, all of them.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's clap hands for her. Let's clap hands for her. Thank you. The dress, I love the dress, but look at Kogi dress. I think I'm going to remove it. It's winning the dress. Like what is dress? Yes, I'm all right, so now we'll just now introduce some of our sponsors. We'll start with Tinkompela Guest House. Tinkompela Guest House is in Majam Shope. You can come forward, Tembale too. This is our very lovely sponsor. Besimthethe uphumula anti sizamuncedisa ama-up and coming. But look at phone necessity transport yakhe kayibuyanga sizomthatha. So siyaklabalala namhlanje, that is it. Yeah. Okay, yebo Tembale too. Unyaphila, so kumele uthi uklabalala. Yeah. So usungazintroduce ebantwini ubatshele la nge-guest house yakho nokuyi-short journey yakho of starting your guest house.
Okay, morning everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Tembale Tumoyo. I'm the owner of Tinkompela Lodge. We are at 60 Teacher Annexure Riverside here. My journey in starting that lodge wasn't easy. I tried starting it on my own, but I wasn't getting any guests. It was very difficult for me until I saw a post from Norma where she had advertised that she was she does coaching of people who want to start Airbnbs. So I approached Norma, but still I wasn't sure, is she going to really teach me this lady? What does she know that she really wants to teach me? I just said, let me just go and try. I made an appointment with her. I went to her lodge at Parklands there. When I got there, I was undermining it, to be honest. This lady in this house teaching me about a lodge. But I paid the consultation fee. She said, please pay the consultation fee first before we can start working. And I said, this lady is rushing for money before she teaches me what she's supposed to be teaching me. What if she doesn't give me enough information that I need? I paid my $20, still doubting this lady. But from there, the information that I got from Norma was very, very good for me. And right now, what I can tell you is that during the trade phase, I'm now approached, I now get partnership with local hotels. They approach me, they give me their guests. I'm no longer struggling like getting the guests like I used to. So I'm really grateful, Norma, for that. That's why I tried by all means to come and attend the function. I'm really grateful about that. Thank you so much.
Okay, before she goes, uThembale thina ethi ukuncedisa kwethu lokhu we do it through Bulawayo Airbnb. So uThembalethu, i-guest house yakhe labeZimra, they've just walked in here. You'll be happy to know what it is fully registered. Mangena, everything is there. So we are so proud of her. Asomshikashika njengabanye amabizo lawo. You know, she's so imshikashika, please, no mshikashika we-guest house auntie. Limbone, she speaks English, isiNdebele lesikhalanga. Right? Say something, khuluma something ngesikhalanga usichaze.
Mawuyani.
Yeah. Siyabonga. Thank you very much. So now you sponsor sethu. Antobona Rose mayibuya uyabhadala le consultation auntie. Abanye amabizo nawo bafika bebuze bethi ngiyabuya ngizobhadala behambe wena semfuni. All right. Thank you very much. So our next sponsor is my sister who NH Mube Lazarus and Sarif. She's just walked in and she's looking very smart. Then she was our #1 sponsor. What on a keepy jacket? Let me say keep it. Let her come. There she's coming there. Now I'm going to say Caesar. As she's coming, I'm introducing her. She's a lawyer. She does interest mama. I'm from Kasa, which she does divorces. Yeah. So there is my sister, Miss NH Mube. Lawyer. We are in a business clinic. The lawyer is in the house and she's looking smart. Sister, tell me about your dress. You look fabulous. You almost look like me today.
Thank you.
Yes. You can tell us about your outfit. You look smart, the dress.
This outfit was a gift from my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, very nice. Really? Yes. Oh, yes.
There she is. Yeah. Now you can just greet them and introduce yourself 2 words and then
Hi. I think you've already introduced me.
oh, thank you very much. Let's clap hands for her. Let's clap hands for her. So these are our lovely sponsors. So maybe might as well introduce Unyengetirai Mawere, all the way from South Africa. She's a speaker later on. So can I see you don't say many things. Yeah, just so this is Unyengetirai Mawere. I'm from Ukulumja later on. But welcome. You look lovely. Thank you. But maybe in the main event we won't ask about your outfit. Tell us about your outfit. It's lovely. You look lovely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my outfit, I just bought it. Nothing really.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, and then the next people that I'm going to introduce, is like a health expo. So after this, we're going to have some sugar-free cakes. And then they are all selling sugar-free things. You can taste everything. Yeah, my fat sister, I'm not going to introduce her. She's whatever she's doing about health, do the opposite. Okay, so we're going to have our sugar-free cakes at Tulapana. Just after I do the red carpet interviews. So we've got some special people from the APC bookshop, APC Adventist bookshop. They know everything about healthy living. So I'm asking Banoa which one of them would like to come. Please introduce her. And then you just say something briefly, Jay. I love it. All right. Please introduce it.
Good morning to you all. My name is Bolagen Ngatandove, and then with me my colleague is Mrs. N. Mungaza. We are from Jima Boys Adventist Book Center. It's an organization that offers spiritual books, healthy foods. I think you can see there is the pink table behind you. And then also we have stationery since it's a book center. We also have the church regalia, such as club uniforms, Pathfinder uniforms, Adventurer uniforms, Docus uniforms. And then I'll leave the rest to my colleague.
Okay.
I'm standing for the Home and Health Education Service. So, Zimbabwe West Adventist Book Center is our sister department. And the Home Health Education Service is bringing a service in form of books. We are looking at books on healthy character building of our children, books on parenting, relationships, where we look at courtship for young people and also for couples. And then we also have healthy books where we look at books for, healthy of the mind, healthy of what we put on our tables, on what we should eat. So we have volumes of books on health. And then we also have books that look at diseases like diabetes, health of the mind, and so on. And also we have books for parents which help us to fight for our children. If we don't fight to keep our children, the devil is also fighting to snatch them from us. So we have something for parents. And we also have books that help single people. Remember, people are single because of different circumstances of life. So we've got something for our single people also there. And then we also have spiritual literature, where you can find books that can help you to grow spiritually, to nurture your spiritual life, and also books, Bibles, different types of Bibles. So those are the types of books that we have, and many more. So you can come closer to the table and find out more on what we have. Thank you.
Okay, Siyabonga. Thank you very much. You can so anything yabo. All right. So our next sponsors again is called the Note. It's a trade fair lapana. Zimbabwe Academy of Music, a lovely restaurant. Uzalitela what else she does. I think a catering company, okay, premium something. So she's coming to Adelaide. She's a very pleasant lady.
My name is Adelaide, and we are at the Note at the Academy of Music. We specialize more in outdoor catering. So when you have events outdoor, we are your go-to person. We don't have specific cuisine. So if you want local, amatumbu, amalusi, bonzo, we are your go-to person. If you want Chinese cuisine, we are your go-to person. If you want Western cuisine, we are your go-to person. I'm available on 077 400 449.
Okay, thank you very much. No, she knows the game. The phone will be ringing off the hook because we're live. All right, so we'll go then now to our next sponsors. Who Alvaro have already done. Zambukagela our next. All right, Nampana Ave Spice. We are one of your products, these people have just met them. So every time I meet someone or have a tennis into a healthy living, I met them at Sanganai. I stalked them until they agreed to come and become one of our sponsors here. So now I'm saying spiced honey lane. Very healthy stuff. What now? All right, now.
Hi everyone. I'm Spiced Honey. I wonder everyone is asking what's that? What is spiced honey? I am the spiced honey. The spiced honey is so health-wise in your body, because there are all ingredients in here, natural and spices. We've got garlic, ginger, cinnamon, flax seeds, cinnamon and chia seeds, cloves, moringa seeds, and all those natural that's in your food. I'm not the same Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
So lapa, it's a multi-purpose spiced honey. Olama ulcer, asthma can drink this. Oh, there is another one, weight loss. I didn't bring it. It's got yellow top.
You had weight loss?
Yellow top. This one, anyone can drink it. Body-wise, your balance BP, sugar levels. I said it balances. Balances. It reduces your joint pains. sexual health, libido, fertility. Your fertility, problem with sleeping, sleeping. They drink this, you sleep. If you got tired, you are tired, you can drink this and sleep. Anything in your body, digestion, yeah.
Okay.
Even your skin. It's also
so easy for Zonke.
Even your skin, even your skin. All the skin disorder, it can help repair your tissues. Yes.
So with Ebulawayo
shops, it's actually shop cheaper more. But you can contact me, I'm Bulawayo. 0773565162. My name is Sam Kiwa Dube. You find me on Facebook, that's me, Sam Kiwa Dube. Yes. Okay, thank you so much.
So you know what actually is originating Harare?
Yes, from Zambia.
Oh yeah, also from Zambia, not Harare.
No.
Okay. All right, interesting. All right, so for more, I'm Victor Chebuli Nyakelapan.
All right.
Then we go to our next sponsor. I'll try Ikudu Horns. Ikudu Horns it's a new up-and-coming guest house. It is in Uzarichen. Now, umama ke utumele umntana ke la. Umama ke Antoinette. So long umntaka Antoinette. Tell us about Kudu Homes.
Good morning. My name is Tomic. It's good to meet all of you. Yeah, so I'm here representing Kudu Haven.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Kudu Haven B&B. It's a newly established B&B located in Hillcrest, just after Bradford. So it's only been, I'd say, a few months since its inception, and yeah, it's a quaint place, it's a quaint spot, it's nice and small, very private, and you know, we look forward to developing more. It's it's actually a three-bedroom apartment, so each room goes for a specific price, $30, and then it's also self-catering, but then for those who are willing to pay for food like 3 meals a day, we also provide such services. Now it's very ideal, like I said, it's close to town, it's close to a whole lot of other places of significance. You've got Zonkezizo Mall, you've got the Hillside Dams Conservancy. There's really so much to see around the area, so I believe it's a good spot, and anyone who's to visit the B&B or consider staying there will surely have a memorable experience. Okay. And my aunt here, she's the one who's been helping out my mother, like with running the business and giving her like marketing strategies and the likes. So yeah, we're looking forward to working more with her, and yeah, hopefully get more clients, and you guys also come by to take a look.
Okay, so you're a hunter, by the way.
Oh yes, by profession, I'm a professional hunter and safari guide.
Professional hunter and safari guide. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are also singing for the young ladies.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Yes. Now, Nancy Pachela. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. So now, the other person that will then introduce to you, Usibo Shabamane. Usibo Shabamane, she's a specialist on vision boards. We did on our vision boards, you can come. We did do event 0 together, and then she also attended event 1. So she's a very good friend of mine. She's written 4 books. Is it 4 books? It's 5 now, and they're all on Amazon. So she does a lot of things. She's the one who inspired me to start to Success Talk with Noma Magazine, by the way. Bessie, you can introduce yourself and tell them what can they look forward to in your day.
Okay, hi everyone. Okay, as you already said, I'm Sibo Shabangana, and if you come to my corner, I have vision boards over there. So what I'll be telling you about is having a vision for your life, and about the importance of having a vision for your life, because if you don't decide where you're going to be led astray by other people. So it's important to know what you want out of life, and it's also important to record that, and one of those ways is usually using a vision board. So if you want to know more about that, then you can come where I'm going to be standing there.
Okay, thank you very much, Sibo.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now, I went to 3 schools And then for this event, I decided I'm going to invite all the schools that I went to way back when. So let's start with Founders High School. Are you here? Founders High School, Lomis. We are in Lomis. Miss, come. Founders High School. Now, I'm a student. I'm corner. They can be inspired by you guys who are already successful. So, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mama. I'm Miss Kahari. I'm the senior woman at Founders High School, and I'll allow my learners to introduce themselves.
I'm Mr. Shavan, the commercial students, lower 6.
I'm Sandra Shanda.
Hi. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Tell us. Doing lower 6 commissions. And then decided what to do.
Okay, ask me a good one.
Well, I want to be a chartered accountant. I want to deal with money.
Okay, that's lovely.
Hi, I'm Wendy Lofu, commercial student, and I want to do with finance. That's my needs.
Okay. Thank you very much and welcome. Enjoy yourselves. Yes, my high school, Founders High School. And then the other one was Montrose Girls High. So come Montrose Girls High. So we'll start with the ma'am for who's an introducer and the Lavantana, okay? I also went to Montrose Girls High School when I was going to do my A-level.
Hi everyone. My name is Miss Nomsa Hoko, HOD Commercials at Montrose Girls High School. With me, 3 learners here. They are going to introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Patience Moira. I'm doing my lower 6 commercials at Montrose High School. I dream of being a certified public accountant.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Patricia Simito, doing commercials at Montrose. I want to be a business management. I want to do business management.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Loma Karma Buli. I am an A-level at Montrose and I'm doing commercials. I want to be a financial analyst.
Okay, financial analyst. Thank you very much, Montrose Girls High School. And then when I finished school, I'm a temporal teacher in junior high school. So there is junior high school. Junior high school, that's my history with junior high school. I was a temporal teacher there for 2 terms. I was teaching Sindebele.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ellen Jovu from Junior High School. Me here are 3 students. I've got 2 girls here who are doing A-level and they are into BD and Macron, who they've brought their staff. It's just that we didn't get more information about this event. They do BD work, these 2 girls. So those of you who want bags, see them. They've got pictures here in their phones. They can show you. They also do Macron. Those are the bags as in down. So they will show you their stuff. They put it in their phones.
Wow.
That is a real lie. Maybe more about the event. So they can introduce themselves.
Hi guys, my name is Rosusala Shamira. I am a science student at Njube High School and I want to be a biomedical engineer, but in the meantime I'm a businesswoman.
Hi everyone, my name is Blessing Chitongo. Currently doing my lower 6 sciences at Njube High School. When I grow up, I want to be a data analyst.
Hi everyone, my name is Nondero Korea. I learn at Njube. I'm doing Form 3. When I grow up, when I finish school, I want to be a lawyer.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'll also introduce Mama Be Zimra. They are just going to set up for us, but they can just come to, maybe you'll see them at their table. Yeah, we'll see them at their table. But they are there. Our theme this year is grow your business. So with your business, you have to grow, it has to be formalized. So the Zimra desk is over there. Yes. So I'll introduce some other people very quickly now. We've got some ladies from Lazarus and Sarif, Tulisile and Meredith. Say hello. Hello. Yes, then we've got Dorcas there. She's my #1 sponsor. Yes, say hello. Hello. So, and then there's another one there again. Hello, Smith.
Hello, my name is
Unjani? Yes, when you came to becoming #1, aren't you?
Yes, say them.
Yes. And then soon after that,
soon after that, mina ngithanda ukuthunga ama-curtain because engayenza ngo-2008. After that, ngazihlalela ngaze ngakhohlwa ukuthi i-curtain lithunga njani. Then sengivela ku-program kaNoma, I was inspired there ngoba ngahlangana labo mama ababengama-lawyer, ababengo-doctor but bethunga ama-curtain. Then ngavuseleleka from there. So yiyo into engiyenzayo. Ngase sengikhohliwe laphana, I went to Alvaro ubheki scholar wayangincedisa khona ngale ngavuseleleka. Yiyo into engiyenzayo khathesi. Thank you.
All right. So remember, Nyalithanda lonke sizazintroduce futhi by isikhathi sesihambile, but the last introduction I'm going to do is this lady. I call her the nut lady. I met her at an exhibition. She was exhibiting these healthy things. So ngathi ngathatha number yakhe and I sent an invitation to the Becoming. And how do I go about buying a ticket? She came all the way from Harare. So that lady came, but her name is Diana. So she's even when we're picking her up from the aeroplane from Harare, if you didn't tell about health, I want to be her friend. You can go ahead and introduce yourself and your products.
Okay, greetings to all. My name is Diana Songweme. I'm from Nut Lady, Zimbabwe. I would also want to extend my biggest gratitude to Zimra, if I may say, sorry to mention, because I always want to testify. I started as a very naughty person. I never used to comply, but with compliance I found that I could actually grow and expand and even get into bigger opportunities. So I greatly appreciate for that. And also thank you, Noma, for this opportunity, because at Nut Lady, briefly, we come in as a substitute from your kitchen to hotels, to restaurants, to conferences. We are saying in brief, we have a lot of healthier replacements which we did not know. Even myself, I never knew until I then got into this business and went deeper into the nuts, seeds and dried fruit. Sometimes they are just simple things on the table, but they have very big values, especially in replacing things in our kitchens. Because our kitchens is where the problem starts. Wrong presentation on the table, wrong uses. So we are there to try and correct those things briefly. That's what we are all about. Nut Lady Zimbabwe, a healthy way of living is us. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please give thanks for her. So for more, we'll go to her desk. So this, the microphone is finally, all right. All right, so the next person that I'm going to introduce, but so my background in the civil society activism. So Janet Loyolanda, where civil society, just to come and say hello. Janet is an introducer later on because she's our main speaker, also a mini. So we are in love. I'm a comrades from Zimcon.
Thank you very much. My name is Janet Joe. I work and live in Harare. I'm in the civil society, like Norma has said. My first job, I had to work with Norma.
That was my boss.
And I'll tell you stories about it when it comes to, when I get my turn to talk about healthy living. But like she has said, I think why she invited me here is because I'm a common person. I'm not an expert in health and fitness. I'm just a common person who lives her daily life doing other things, but in between really take healthy and fitness really important. So we'll talk about it. Really, I'll introduce myself in that because I think most of it is in there so that you understand where we are coming from and where we're going. I'm still a comrade on this job.
Sanibonani and Elibash. I think I will all of you. It's so nice to look at ladies in the same place and they look also beautiful and happy also. I'm Yolanda Millen, as Unoma has said. I'm a social and economic justice analyst. I'm an author book label. Yolanda Millen is I write a lot. So as she said, I'm a comrades, social and economic justice, debt issues, other issues about Mama, the vulnerable. That's what we focus on. Amongst other things, he says I'm a profession, I'm a teacher, I'm a para-counselor, I'm an all-round. So that's me. And I'm a follower. These are my sisters. Where they go, I follow. So I'm a follower, I'm a disciple.
Obedience.
Thank you very much, comrades. Thank you very much. So talking about comrades, Mama, the BVTA, the PANA, our Fulaya Vendors and Traders Association. Hello. And then talking about more comrades, Mama Futabale Mutombi, Kumalo, Councillor Wenkulumana, say hello. Our time was a business. Say hello. All right. So now this is our time to socialize. This time Siri was looking who's who, who's see some more. Now we channel information that this is a law of attraction. When we share information, I was about so now we're just going to have a so in the way problem. So this is a Abula magets, the generator is our sustenance as a whatever. Alright, let's start mingling until 12 o'clock when we go to the main event with our first speaker, and then we'll have a healthy lunch. 90% happy. Alright, thank you very much, guys. Bye and God bless. And our Facebook says Hamba.
Or other big companies. Now, what are we tax clearance when I register? So, Lava food would be 7 to Lumuntu or a pass West Class or to Sasa of Race of the Guinea. I would tell my Nepalism. So, I have a food dinner, lively registered. But Uber Muntu Olenda or talking near 7 and happy, near Zua. It's like a baking. So when you are registered with Zimra, so I will never try tax clearance. This tax clearance, how also tell this is to us. I will be able to tell you now, the food to come is over big companies, I'm a shop, some cool, okay, OTM, I'm a civil and what they work to Mamabis. But when I figure out a tax clearance, where I look 7 and a half. But when I tax clearance, then they give you a big order. Then allows you to pull it from there to A. So when you are tax compliant, you can trade with the other companies. Ukuthi lawo uzuze ama order azaku tutukisa business yakho ungabe lokho u business omncane hayi so uku register with Zimra taxes have been simplified. Sile system entsha try tax and revenue management try terms in short. uyenelisa ukuthi uziregister even ungikhaya. As long as kule internet, you can register. You go on your website, usubhala ukuthi my tax self-service. Ungabhala kuyaphuma ipage eZimra, then you sign in. Any network, you are supposed to be registered for you to access the services of that system. So we are getting up my tax self-service, then you go sign up. When you sign up, you are putting your personal information as a personal person, not a company. Of course, we know that in terms of the law, a company is also a person. But if first registration, it's your personal profile. Then we have the ID number. The system later in terms, it's connected with Ama stakeholders. It's connected because civil registry. Ungafaki ID number yako ibizo lakho liyaphuma ku system. Iya verify ukuthi civil ngumnikazi we ID yona le. Then usufaka phone number yakho esebenzayo. Ngoba nxa uyenza registration iyakuthumezela i-verification code on your phone, i-number oyabe uyifakile. So kumele ube nefoni yakho. Then izafuna futhi i-email address. Ungafaka i-email address, izakuthumeza futhi i-verification, then you verify. Then izakunika ithuba elokuthi ufake i-password oyifunayo wena. Ungafaka i-password yakho and then you save. Now you can access the system. Then you go the second leg to register the business that you are doing. You can register as an individual, you can register as a company, as a trust, as a partnership, any kind of business you can register. It depends which you can register. So a system is a individual, then you go up register as an individual. Now we company, register as a company. A company with the company registration number or without company registration number. Now a company registration number, you want to allow my companies are registered for deeds, for registrar of companies. So ungafaka company registration number yako. The system as well is connected to the deeds office. Ibizo le company liyaphuma. Lishe likhuluma ukuthi icompany le ikhamba ngubani. Then you complete the details, amafoni, i-address, and the email for the company. Then uyabusu register when i-company yako with Zimra, then you get your tax clearance konapo. I-tax clearance ayibhadaliswa. You get it for free. But abanye bakhona sibili abayebecambela amangala betsho ukuthi khona iyabhadala. Hayi, i-tax clearance ayibhadaliswa. Uyayizuza ungayenzi registration. Then after registration, i-tax ingaba due. Wena sokumele lawe ubhadale i-tax ingaba due. But ungayekela ukubhadala i-tax leyana lokusubmita i-return, i-tax clearance iza kuncitsha. So ungaregister like we are register for income tax. Income tax i-tax ebhadala on business profits. Nxa ungayenzanga i-profit lawa ubhadali lutho uzabhadala. Kodwa la nxa ungayenzanga i-profit i-return uzayifaka kuphela ku-system. Anjo ukufaka i-return lokubhadala into ezingu-2 ezishiyeneyo anjo. So every time kumele sifake i-return. Then i-return lelo nxa lisithi kumele sibhadale, then sesibhadala. Nxa kungamelanga sibhadale but i-return liyabe linjani selibuyile. It means you are tax compliant. It is clearance uyayithola. Anjo. La nxa yena leyo oyabulayo inga expire. I-system yakunika automatically ngoba iyabe ikwazi ukuthi umuntu lo u-up to date, ufakile ama-returns akhe. Nxa kulala anything okumele ebhadale, usebhadele izinto zakhe sonke. So i-tax clearance uyahlala ulayo. Lapha abazabiza khona ukuthi khona sifuna abala ama-tax clearance, nawe uyatholakala ukhona. Angithi then now ufuna ukufaka ama-returns angkhona uyasebenzisa isystem yona le engithe khona liyaregister kiyo. Ungaregister ungaloga in ku-system now usungena ku-tax return management kuyenelisa ukuthi khona usufake i-return lakho olifunayo. I-return xa lisiba due i-system izakutshela ukuthi sekule return leli esekumele ulifake nxa i-return seseduzane nokuba due. I-system is there to remind you. Ogandela usuhamba ku-pending returns uyasho uthola i-return lakho likhona okwakho yibuhlaba kuphela i-return lena leliyana sufaka ama-figures. I-return liyabe selikhona already prepared for you. Then you just put in your figures ngendlela oyabe usebenze ngayo. So i-return lakho usulakho ukuthi uyalisubmita khonapho ku-system. La nxa ungahamba phandle kwelizwe for holiday, i-return nxa lingaba due, you don't need to come back rushing and saying I want to go and submit my return. You can log in into the system ukhona ngale. As long as kule network internet, you can log into the system and submit your return. Then you can now instruct your bank to transfer imali tax okumele uyibhadale. You can use any bank elifunayo elapho obhenka khona wena yiyo elinkwa with Zimra account. Ama-bank wonke iZimra ilokudlelana nama-banks onke. So there is a single account on every bank. So you choose which bank do you want to transact for Zimra purposes. You just choose one bank at a time. You can't choose more than one bank. It's only one bank at a time. Now usucabanga ukuchinja ukuthi angisafuni leli ngifuna ukuya kuleliyana, still uyachinja akula problem. But uyakusebenzisa ibank eli1 ngaleso sikhathi. So i-payment tax, you just instruct your bank. The bank will transfer your imali yakho isingena ku Zimra single account, then ungafaka i-return yakho imali lena isibhadalwa automatically. Akusela need yokuthi ukana uthi ngifuna ukubhadala i-VAT, ngifuna ukubhadala i-income tax, ngifuna ukubhadala i-PSVM. Hayi, nxa ubhadala laphana just transfer your figure. I-system yona iya-allocata yodwa ukuthi khona imali leyi ngiyani ihambise lapho kumele ibhadale khona. Lapha etafuleni abafuna ukuncediswa ukuregister siyalincedisa, abafuna ukuzenzela bengikhaya kulula, you can still do that at home, but we are there to assist you. Or even after this program liyabuya ema-ofisini yethu siyalincedisa. Ngiyabonga.
Siyabonga. Bangaba bekhona balembuzo. Nxa lo mbuzo ungaphakamisa isandla siyakunika i-microphone. Akula balombuzo. For now.
Alright. I-company nxa ingasebenzi but lokho isasekhona ingakhanselwanga ku-register of companies, you can deactivate it. Ukuthi okwakhathesi ngivalile but ngikhangelela ukuthi khona maybe with the timings are full, you just deactivate. But nxa ususithi hayi vele i-company angisayifuni, then you deregister it first to register of companies, then you now deregister with Zimra. Thank you.
Hayi, siyabonga. Siyabonga. And then kulo baba ngu-Ogden here. Oh, andalisela mbuzo ngezinto. Bakhona vele mbuzo? Bakhona? Khanya abasekho. Ofuna ukukhuluma bathengisa imtshina yokumasaja. Nalami ngayithenga imtshina yakhona, so sengizimasaja. Ukhuluma baba lana.
Sanibona. Igama nguZetsibanda, ngihamba noLibuseni Mathapolani. Sibuya kwa Electromedics. So i-institution yethu i-promoter ama-massage machines. Ama-massage machines. Nama-vibro shape lawa. I think ngike nawabona kuma-advertiser kuma-television sets. ama-vibro shape ngawe-slimming, ama-professional slimming units. Ma ikhona indawo ufuna ukuyitrima, ungaba ngumkhaba, imbejeje, amathanga, konke uyakwazi ukuthi uwanciphise ngale i-belt. Ibhandi leli lifakwa egesini, uyacima egesini, line-remote, linama-modes awu-2, i-automatic mode. I-mode le-automatic liyazenzela nje ifethu ukuthi ingakanani then iqala ukushaya. So level massager akulona lomkhaba kuphela, ngiyazi ukuthi abantu abaningi bathi ibhadi lomkhaba, but liyasebenza indawo eziningi. Umkhaba so within 7 days kumele wabona ama-results, uyakwazi ukuzimeasure nje uma uqala, kwalona linawo ama-measurements. So uyacuma egesini, usebenzise just 10 minutes a day usuphuza iglass lamanzi afudumele, a glass of warm water, lukewarm water. Then sinama-machines, ama-mini massage guns, alapha adisplay lapha etafuleni. Ngiyatholisa ukunibambezela ngingakhange ngigene ngazuthi ngizokhuluma. So kusho ukuthi yiloko kama-mini massage guns kuyasiza uma uphathwe iqolo, amadolo, isihlabo, izinyawo, kuyasiza kakhulu. Oh sorry, i-belt sidayisa $30, liwu-$30 esitendini sayiqaleni, liwu-$30 uma ufuna ukuba nelakho ibhandi uyali-ona. Sinawo ama-belts, ama-massage guns, lokho uqeda iqolo, amadolo, isihlabo, izinyawo, izinhlungu kuyaziqeda. Lo mshini namakhanda awu-4, uyakhona ukuwashintsha amakhanda kusiya ngokuthi ufuna ukumasaja kuyiphi iphathi yomzimba. Ababe nombuzo nikhulekile ukufika lapha etafuleni, umshini ubiza $20. I-demo is free, uma ufuna ukuzwa uzizwele before uthenge. Sina konke ama-demo la free of charge etafuleni lapha ekuqaleni. Ngiyabonga.
Alright, manu wawahambi demonstrator lapha kuthuli sibona. Manu lapha nabakumasaje emgwaqweni, ngawajana lapha emgwaqweni.
Sesi-demonstrator live. Uyathusa ngoba uyavibrata, uyathusa kancane, kodwa uma unendawo ngapha ngehla. So i-intensity uyakwazi ukuyi-reduce ufike kule o-comfortable ngayo. Wena ama-attachments akhona awu-4 eboxini laphana. I think niyawabona ama-attachments akhona ashintshekayo.
Very comfortable. What is open your one is good and beach and when mama when in Taro great what like
Thenga umgcini ngoba kuyabe ku-advisable ukuthi hayi ungawusebenzisi uma usakhulelwe. Mouse trade.
Alright,
oh, ama-contacts mhlawumbe uma nifika laphana into zethu bezingahlelekile uma siza lana sivele saphuthuma sashiya ama-biscuits kwenye imoto. But ama-contacts siyatholakala edrobheni, sasemobile kwamanje asikabi ne-office, but ama-contacts siyanipha so that you are informed to course uma kuwukuthi ne-office, kodwa maduzane nje kusenhlelweni. Lokhu kuyachargewa, lokhu akuplagwa, uyakucharge nje kuphela. Njenge-cellphone yakho, i-charge yakhona ikhona included kwi-kit nama-attachments akhona awu-4.
Ama-exhibition tables are still available. Now le nto ofuna ukuyithenga ofuna ukwenza anything. Siyabonga.
And willingly works with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She brings food from afar and also rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and a portion for her maidservants. She considers a field and she buys it. We are after wealth, ladies. She considers a field. It's not only the men who can go out and achieve great wealth. We are also in that position now. She, from her profits, She plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arms. She perceives that her merchandise is good. I've seen all the merchandise here today, top quality, which is what we want to offer. We want to offer top quality. Be it shoes, be it spices, be it detergents, be it whatever it is that we are doing, we want to achieve top quality. And how do we achieve that top quality? We achieve it by presenting it first and foremost to the Lord Himself. And when we do that, the Lord blesses the works of our hands and we produce top quality. So ladies, as we do our work, as we seek to empower each other, as we seek to grow each other, let us not forget to hand it over to the greatest businessman himself. Because God is a God of all careers. He is the God of all. Even if you are in business, give it to God. He will be your success. You will testify and He will be your success. So I hope that at the end of the day today, we not only take away how to grow ourselves financially, but also how to grow ourselves spiritually. How do you invite God into your business? How does God bless my business? Please do visit us at the Spirit Corner. We're willing to discuss any of this with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know there are some people who didn't get a chance to introduce themselves. So now I won't give you the mic, but we'll just go in a line so that you have not and wondering who they are. But if you had introduced yourself before, just pass the mic. Don't pass the mic. And you want to pass the mic. So I think I'm passing mic. Jay, as she's affectionately known, is a professional and career-driven mother of 4. She's the country manager, Zimbabwe / Regional Economic Justice Lead at Southern Africa Trust. She embarked on her health and fitness journey in 2009 after she had a stillbirth due to hypertension. When she started the journey, she weighed a whopping 94 kgs. Throughout the journey, she has lost over 30 kgs and has managed to weigh it off since she Since she attained her goal in 2011, she believes in movement of the body and healthy eating. She lives inspiring others to eat healthy and runs her healthy brand shop in Harare called Eden Health. She has coached other women on health eating and exercise using foods and equipment readily available in our homes. So without much further ado, I would like to call Janet Joe to the stage to come and talk about what is in her heart for us today. But Tina, since we said she's the healthiest woman we know, we called her because we like her about that. She's so healthy. She's so healthy. And she did used to be bigger until it's really by us, but I see me. I didn't say she used to be fat. All right, thank you. Over to you.
But you called me fat.
Story. And as I was trying to think about what to talk about, I just reminisced on my journey to health and fitness, and when it all started. And
I can say that it has taken a mental drill and stamina, and also just a desire not to be thin or to be skinny or what, but to be healthy. I think that is what we should endeavor to be, and every individual knows they are healthy, right? I just want you to think as you're sitting there that do you consider yourself as living a healthy lifestyle? And when I started this journey, like I put in my bio, I was weighing around 94 or so kgs. I had had a stillbirth as well. And part of it was the issue, really the main issue was the hyper-induced, they call that? Yes, pregnancy-induced hypertension. And I used to eat a lot. So when I see my sisters and brothers who struggle with eating, I resonate because there's a time that I just used to eat, I just used to love my food. And when pregnancy came, you know, they say you eat for two. When you're breastfeeding, they'll tell you you have to eat for two, and all the myths that we hear about. And I was eating my dessert, and my first pregnancy was corn, or snake. So I would eat my isichwala, eat with my meat and everything else. Then go dining. There were some people who used to then I'd buy, then I'll sit and I'll eat and have my water or even my mazoe or whatever I am. Then I'm good. And then the unfortunate bit happened. And I wasn't one of the healthiest people there was. I sat and said, what am I going to do? And when I look even at my pictures now, I'm like, oh wow, this is where I used to be. I then started on my journey. But before I do that, I wanted to say on my big parts, like Noma told you, we worked together at 25A just on mine. So she would come in my office probably to bring something or for a chat. And I used to carry my lunchbox from home. And I used to love jacket potato, just boil it and put butter or margarine. And I would eat. This is like, Jacqueline, are you eating these potatoes? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, what's wrong with my butt? You're going to be fat! It was really, I was like, oh, well, I wasn't offended. I'm like, you don't know my jokes and then says these things. And I ate my potatoes. I liked them. I didn't know what was wrong or was bad about it. So I would take the Bible verse that my people perish for lack of knowledge, right? Because I didn't know what I have to eat, what I have to put in my body, and what I have to take out of it through movement and exercise. But I embarked on the journey, and initially my journey was coached. So I subscribed to a gym, very small gym place with a personal trainer. We started on the journey of exercise, of healthy eating, and then from there on I've just continued. So my incident of the stillbirth happened in 2009. So after that, I think I just rested a bit, trying to really figure out what to do. Then I said, okay, I will start. So I started on the journey in 2009. Had then my first baby when I got to my ideal weight that I wanted in 2011, and I've kept at that. So I usually want to just share my story because it's a story for real people, right? It's not Connie Ferguson, it's not Gabrielle Union, it's not the many other aesthetic bodies that you see. It's a body with so many imperfections. It's a body of a common person, common woman who lives amongst you, whom a story you can be told, I've known her at the unhealthiest and I have known her at the healthiest, right? So that's just what it is about. That my story is a story for those who would want to really get on the journey of saying I want to live a healthy lifestyle. So the journey began, and I've grown to really like sharing about food with other women mostly. I also like sharing about moving with other women as well, because our lifestyles have changed from back then, where we then used to do a lot of work, a lot of walking. There was a lot of physical activity for women because of the work that we do. But now we also spend a lot of time either in the offices or on the stalls. You are exhibiting here, somewhere in the stalls, you're just sitting behind your table and you're selling, and there's very less and less and less of movement. And after work, actually, after sitting on my chair, or after, yes, everyone sitting, wherever you're sitting on your chair from, we have this saying of always saying, you must feed the body that works. And I have tended to ask myself and a few friends that I can, that don't you think that this body overestimates the work that it does? Because when you eat a full English breakfast every day, 2 beef sausages, 2 pork sausages, 2 chicken sausages, 2 slices of bread, eggs, yes, your body really worked to that point. We don't work that much anymore. Our bodies do not need all that fuel anymore. When we were children, we were doing sports, right? So you will burn it. But now we're not doing that. We get onto cars, we don't walk, we sit by the chairs. We're probably just using our brain mostly and very less movement. So the only calories we need are for breathing and thinking a little bit that we do. So our bodies really overestimate what we need. And because our bodies do overestimate that, our bodies also sabotage us. And they sabotage us by speaking to our mental. Right? The day I had to leave my potato, I was thinking, how will I survive? You know your body will sabotage you, like, how are you going to survive without potato? You mean you're just going to eat vegetables and meat? And no istuala or rice or potato? And you go to bed? It's not going to be possible, right? It sabotages you. But once you align and know that actually our bodies overestimate the work that they do, they sabotage you, and you just begin the journey, the small steps that you have to take, you'll see that it becomes easier and easier. And you do adjust. And it becomes a lifestyle. And it becomes a lifestyle. I wanted to say that it's also based on, you don't focus on, I want to be like Norma, or I want to be like Janet. You set your own targets, that what is it that you want to feel like, what is it that you want to look like, and have your reason, your why. For me, when I set to reset my mental and not listen to my body, it was I want to have children, and I want to play and run around with them. I want to have the energy to them. And as you have heard, I really wanted, I would have had 5 if I didn't have a stillbirth, right? So I have 4 surviving, which means I need a lot of energy for me to be with them. And when I've brought them into the world, they also want a mother who is going to raise them and be with them. We cannot control what we cannot control. Like, I may not know when I will die, but there are things that I can do, right? Just to make sure that I'm healthy for them. Just to make sure that I can play for them and I can live as long as is possible according to my contribution for them. So that was my why. That was my why. And our why, as we are sitting as well there, I just want you to think what benefits, what is it that you would benefit from if you changed a little bit about your lifestyle and you build a why as to why you need to be healthy. I just want you to think about why, what benefits will you get? Maybe you live longer, maybe you will have energy, maybe your skin will improve, maybe you have healthy issues. Here, all the foodstuffs that I'm hearing have to do with your energy levels, dealing with some conditions of our modern day living. It could be asthmas, the various cancers. I was just reading some of the stuff that people have brought here. It's the why that you need. And because we are at the success talk and having the becoming issue, I always believe that you cannot be successful and die at 30 or die at 50. How old is Warren Buffett?
90-something.
Right? So I believe that if you want to be wealthy, there must be a longevity that you yearn for. Success, wealth, goes with desiring to live for long, right? Live for long to enjoy your wealth, but live for long probably for impact, right? Because if you live longer and you are a pastor, the gospel will continue to go. You continue on the Great Commission. If you are a comrade and activist like me and we want to change society and we want to impact society, social change, social justice, the more I live, the more I continue to also grow other leaders in the space and we continue to multiply and to grow. That's another why. I don't want to die young. I'm not young, by the way. But I don't want to die young, and young is in this old I am. Because I believe there's still work to go, to do. So this is also another important bit of it. That if you want to be successful, if you want to be impactful, if we look at just that 1% of the billionaires, the only young ones are Elon Musk and Zuckerberg. Probably, and a few others. That 1% is old madalas, right? When actually we are doing our advocacy about inequality, we say the wealth is in just the few white old men, 1%. They own all our wealth. That's what we say, right? And there's issues around lifestyle. How do we live? But I don't want even to talk about those ones because we say maybe they have money and they can access all these expensive things and all that. But it's not about what is expensive. It's not about expensive things. That is also the gospel that I have and what I lived myself. One is about changing how you eat and what you eat and when you eat, just as examples. And my personal story to that is I once cut off many foodstuffs. It may work for others. It did not really work for me. Or when I got to my ideal weight, I'm like, do I really want to cut out what I have cut out? Don't I want to eat my pasta? Don't I want to eat my potato? Don't I want to eat my salsa? I said, I want it. It will make me really feel good. It fuels me. It makes me feel like I've eaten. So Jay, how do we do it? We talk replacements. We talk the alternatives, right? So the whole foods that we're talking about, that we have here in Zimbabwe, that we have here in Africa, right? So I changed, maybe I can go for the brown pasta, I can go for the sweet potatoes, I can go for small grains, our mealie meal, you know, those kind of things. Our meats, we start saying roadrunner, how do I cook it, and all the, so those changes, and saying what is it that I'm going to change? What am I going to eat better? What am I going to remove? And there are things that you have to remove as well. And one of them, I'll take for example the issue around sugar. That when you really look at it, we do eat it, we do like it,
it adds nothing, and if you just, your palate can get used to anything. If you can get used to your palate just having your tea without anything, and you would have done yourself a favor. Or you can replace it with some bit of honey. And we ate sweet cake here that does not have sugar. They put raisins, they put banana. Banana is already sweet, healthier, complex sugars. Did it taste like it didn't have sugar? No.
That's very nice.
It was very nice, right? I went for seconds. I went for seconds. It was. I took my two small pieces and I felt so good. That I've eaten cake, it wasn't boring, you know, it was nice. So it's really to look at what we are eating, which is one of the key things that I looked at doing. It is about looking at how you eat. How do you eat? When you see food, what is it that you do? There's a buffet there, do you put in everything? Ladies, when there is a buffet, it doesn't mean that you have to take everything. It's a choice, it's to give you options and choices. Huh? It's just to give you options. You don't need to take lamb chop, what is it called? Pork chop, T-bone, chicken, manwina. No, you can actually pause and ask yourself, what can I eat today? So how am I going to eat in this place? You see someone's plate like this, and you want to get rich, right? Get rich girls don't eat like that anyway. There is some elegance, right? Your plate must show elegance. No. You can even just decide to go to the salads. And you'll be fine. You're exuding your elegance, that you know what you are doing. You are not gluttonous, right? It's a sin, even. When I'm talking from my social justice perspective, it's hogging food. It's consuming when others don't have. Unnecessarily. And we say there are food shortages, there's food insecurity. It's our consumption behaviors. It's our consumption behaviors, and they then contribute to our individual lives when we then become obese, when we become unhealthy. Right? So how you eat matters. Just for you as an elegant, get-rich girl that you want to be or that you are. It can just be your why. I'm in spaces, I want people to see my plate showing, you know, who I am. That food is nothing. Food does not control me. Okay? It's when you eat. That's my other point I wanted to raise. And we are mostly women here, and we control how we eat in our homes, right? How many of us do? Can you think about it? Who determines the time that people eat at your house? Women, right? And as women, we make our children, our loved ones eat at 9 p.m. dinner that we have cooked. And we go to sleep. Why should people eat so late? Are you being a superwoman? Because you're still at work and you want to come and cook when you're back? There's no superwoman. If you need help, people are eating late because you're not yet home, get help. So that people eat early. Right? If you are just cooking because you like it, cook early, let people eat early. Have the food settle and begin processes that have to start before people go to sleep or before you go to sleep. Right? Right?
there's no, you don't, 7 o'clock is even late. If you can eat between 6 and 6:30 or whatever, 7 is the latest of your time to eat. That is good. Train yourself that people eat early here, right? In your homes and for yourself. I'm talking like this is in the home because you also need that support. You can't just be doing things for yourself because you want all those you live with, all those around you to also adopt the healthy lifestyle habits, right? So when you eat, when it comes to weight management, when it comes to healthy living, matters. So what you eat, how you eat, when you eat, and why you eat matters. Probably I haven't as well addressed that. Why are you eating? The body that waits. Because you're hungry. What have you done that you deserve? Take some water and tea. Right? We eat as well just because we have to eat. So it's routine to us, it's habit to us, even when you're not hungry and your body does not need that food at that particular point in time, we eat because we were told we have to eat. Or because people are eating. And you don't ask yourself your own question, that do I have to eat now? Do I need to eat this now? So in my journey, I have told myself, because Norma knows we have the work that we do, we travel a lot. And you can have the full English breakfast we are talking about. Then there are 10 o'clock teas. Then there is lunch. Then there is 3 p.m. tea. Then there is dinner. And we are at a workshop. And I look at people and I'm like, are they hungry? Because they were told that when you're at a workshop and you're at a hotel, you must eat. And the meals are on the table and the mazoe with the sugar is there as well. Why? Why are you eating? Sip on your water. You don't eat like that at home, which is very good. I've not eaten healthy every day. Right? They say 80%, 20% of your food, some say actually 70% of just your healthy eating, 30% can be also your treats, your guilty pleasures. Right? So every day you can actually just do your food note or your diary of saying of all the foods that I ate today, how much of it was healthy, where I made a conscious decision that I'm eating healthy, yeah? And why do I call it healthy? And 30% I also treated myself to my little dessert or to my cake that I did, right? So it doesn't kill. You can also say, today I'm eating, I'm at a party and I want to be social. But it can't be an everyday thing. It can't be an everyday lifestyle that you live just for eating. We see, you know, that statement that they say we eat to live and not live to eat. I think we need to always be asking ourselves when it comes to the why question. Am I just living to eat now? Or I'm just eating to live? Most of the time we just eat because food is nice and we just eat. But we can train ourselves to eat and enjoy food responsibly when we are managing our health issues, when we are managing our weight, while we are, I'll move on to the fitness around the training and all that. But they are enemies to how we take our food. I've spoken about how, what, when, why, and all that. Then there are foodstuffs that we just have to have the mental drill to know that these foods are not good for us, especially the processed foods.
the refined foods that we eat. You go to your grinding mill on your own and you ask them to, what is it called, to peel that maize 3 times. But you have your own maize. Why are you taking it out? It will not become filling, it just remains, it now just becomes sugar, and you will just remain hungry. This is also what causes you to be hungry. So think about the foodstuffs and the enemy to your goals, like sugar as an example that we're talking about, that all these things will then just be converted into the sugar. You end up, you're obese, you end up, you're not that healthy, you're pre-diabetic or you're diabetic. Some of the diseases and the ailments we have, we can just beat them by diet. By diet. And I've seen it myself. I've seen it myself. The foodstuffs I had to take out or reduce if I really wanted them. Why should I eat white bread when I can get a better option? Say I have not decided that I'm going to cut it out. And why should I have 4 slices? So you must always ask yourself these questions. I think we grew up very differently, and it's our culture and it's the work that we used to do. We knew that the starch would be so much, right? But in adulthood, now that plate has switched, they say half of it must be vegetables. Then the protein, whatever, your starch, your feast and all that. That's different from how my mother used to serve the plate, right? Mm-hmm. But we still raise our children the same way. I'm always fighting, like with our help, I'm like, let the child can eat meat first, it's okay. Then if they say they are full, it's okay, but before they finish the salsa, it's still fine. Let them eat the meat, let them not leave the vegetables. We have to retrain as well ourselves, our minds, that what is it that can make us full. And we'll actually be full on our mostly our vegetables, our protein, without any problems. Then we drink our water as religiously as we can. That is another point around the nutrition. Water, water, water. On my journey myself, I train myself, and I'm sure you can. I have, without fail, about 1.2 liters of my water in the morning when I wake up. I have to have that, and it has been years and years. I have to have my water. 1 to 1.2 liters of water that I must take in the morning. Then by the end of the day, if I put my teas, if I put my more water that I put in, I will reach those 8 glasses or that 2 liters or even more sometimes, depending if it's hot. You need to hydrate, because some of what we call is hunger, and we end up eating. It's not. That is what they say, it's just you being thirsty, dehydrated. If you had your water, you will be fine. Prepare your meals. I trained myself as well to plan my meals. Have a meal plan. So, because I buy the foodstuffs in my house, I make my monthly meal plan. It's very clear about the things I'm going to eat, I'm going to cook on a day-to-day basis. That's for the month, and we go. Others go even deeper to preparing the meals over the weekend. I don't do that. I don't usually probably get that time to have a whole day of cooking all these different things. I can only cook, like boil my beans, amangina, all these things we're talking about that will take time, and then I store those cooks. I know what we're going to need and how we are going to cook it. And everyone knows, and we share the journey together in my family. They know that how we are supposed to cook our food, how we're going to eat our food, when we are going to eat our food, so that the journey becomes easier for us. To a point that because of that meal planning, I don't mind going to a hotel, to a workshop for a breakfast meeting with my sweet potato if I have to, and I want to, or with my beans or whatever, and have my cup of tea with what I brought from home. And it's still fine, I don't need to eat muffins. That's not what I went for a meeting for anyway. But it takes discipline.
it really takes discipline, ladies, and knowing that this is so important for us. It is so important for us as women who want to be change makers, for us to be healthy. And it starts with our food. And I started with the nutrition, with the food, because like we said, it's the 70-80% that you have to change. It's the 70-80% that you have to change. And the cliche is you cannot outdo a bad diet. So if you eat your sadza like this and you go and you run, you can't run out that sadza. And your weight issues, your health problems, if it comes to food contributions, it's what you take in and what you take out determines whether you're going to lose some weight, you're going to maintain weight, or you're going to gain weight. And so you make a decision that what I'm taking in, am I able to work it out? If you're not able to work it out, which usually if you go overboard, you will not be able to work it out, then you need to reduce that food to maintain a healthy weight that will not give you many issues when it comes to diseases and ailments, conditions that come from how we live, lifestyle conditions, diseases that we may suffer. So that's really about the nutrition aspects. Then the movement, I think I had already started on it, that our movement is really decreased. And I usually work with women who want to move their bodies. And I have a group that I call Designed to Move, because our bodies were designed to move. That is why they have the joints that they have. You were not designed to just sit. This is why your back bends, everything does what it does. It's for movement, right? It's for movement. So if we are not moving and we are eating, we will become unhealthy, we will become obese, and we will have health issues. So it is about movement. You have to move. And gyms are expensive, I totally understand. Like I told you, I started myself with the gym, but I was not going to be able to maintain that, to be paying the gym fees, the gym subscriptions every month. And I started working out from my house, from my home, walking, putting water in my 5-liter containers and I lift. Or I do what I have to do, buying that skipping rope. Things that we have. I may not have the money to buy weight, so this is what I do with I always, like in January, there about beginning of the year, I say, I just want 10 ladies who want to make changes to their lives that we can walk together and be accountability partners. Let's do this, let's join the Designed to Move group. And we move, we check in, this is what I have done, this is what I've managed to do with things that we have. 2-liter containers, 5-liter containers, bricks, something. Make a step using bricks at your house and you do your step class, do something, move. Just move intentionally. Not just sweeping in the house chores. Set aside that time to move intentionally. It can start with walking, jogging, running. I've done many marathons. I can't remember how many even, I stopped counting. So you can continue to, and I've stopped now because my knees, because of age. But I've joined like mountain hiking. I joined a mountain climbing club in Harare that we go out to, we alternate Saturdays and Sundays. So this week is Saturday, the next is Sunday. We go, they choose, whoever is leading chooses. We walk with over 70-year-old people. And those are people of color, most of them. We're very conscious, and those are our leaders. They will be having the stick and moving, and we are going. But us, we think lifestyle is being big and, or if, yes, but the issues that come with it, if it's obesity,
and it doesn't go with what you have to be carrying, you will just be carrying disease as well. So that's what I then joined, so I can do, I don't do the Sundays, because then the Sundays I go to, so I do my Saturdays, because Saturday is when I can do. So it's very flexible. It means twice a month, I go mountain hiking just for moving. I train in my house. We have my few equipment that I can use for my little home gym, and I move 4 times a week. But they say just 30 minutes, 3 times a week will make a difference in your life, and I've seen it very possible. And now we have so much resource to do in our homes. If you just go on your YouTube and say home-based training, whatever, you'll get so much of trainers that just dish these movements out for free. For free. So we must be able to move and set aside time for us to move. There was a time I was even obsessed. If I'm driving or we're going for a meeting, I will put my dumbbells in the boot, because I would not be able to miss training because I've traveled with work. I'll still do my training. Then of course some hotels now have gyms or whatever, but you have to move. So, but now if I don't do that, I have to know that there is need to control my food, there is need to control my portions, I need to drink my water, and I have to maintain my weight. Part of it that has also worked for me is intermittent fasting. Anyone has heard about it? You tried it? Did it work for you? How does it work for you if you're still doing it? So that others learn.
Well, when I was working, I did a lot of intermittent fasting that I would do my meal around 7.
Until they have their 1 meal a day. And when I was having it myself, I knew that my 1 meal a day is at 3. Remember, no matter 3 p.m. somewhere, yes. I'll close that window. We are done with eating. When I get home, I can have another cup of tea or something, and you go to sleep. Your body will get used to it, but you can also just think about it. Is that how you want to live? And adjust. So the intermittent fasting, which does not have the OMAD, can give you as well the leeway. Like she said, you can have your last meal, like you said, around 7, then start with lunch, right? That's all up to you. And here and there, like Nomsa said, you can go to a hotel and you can decide to have a breakfast. It should not be cast in stone. The whole idea is if you're making it a lifestyle, it must also be flexible. But you have to know that you first have to drill in the discipline and the mental strength that you need. So you know on a day that you're going to have a breakfast, it's not what you're doing every day, but you also don't limit yourself and restrict yourself to a point that you're setting up yourself for failure one day, when you just drop off from there and you just begin to eat. So intermittent fasting has worked for me in terms of maintaining my weight. I use it as well, a lot. Probably I eat around lunchtime, depending with the window that I want. Is it 18:6, is it what? I also do it. I can have my lunch at 2 or at 3, and still in the evening probably have something light. So I end up with about 2 meals. The good thing that I saw about it is that you don't limit yourself a lot in terms of the foodstuffs that you can eat. You literally almost can even have a little dessert, because we're saying there's no way that you sit for a 4,000 calories meal in one go, unless if you're gluttonous and you're not aiming for that elegance we are talking about. Your meal will be sizable and you'll be full. So I've used it, and you can research about it. People use different things, but for me, I don't like the crash program kind of diets, because they will just make you crash, as they say. Exercise for your heart, the cardiovascular training that you may need if you don't want to do anything to do with lifting weights and all that. But for your heart, your internal organs to be healthy, and the foodstuffs we have heard about. I was telling Norma when we were coming that I also introduced supplements, and us as well, women of color, we don't want to take supplements. I think they do work. And these supplements are things we have. It could be our moringas from the herbs themselves. We introduce them too late when we are already sick, when we could have prevented by using the herbs that God, that nature gave us, the food that God gave us. Your turmeric, your whatever, glass or whatnot, you know, all the things that we have, we need to introduce them for the sake of our joints, our skin, our health. It's important for you to think, what can I supplement my diet with? It's only as, when people look at me, sometimes like when I'm like really on my, like, yeah, you have a six-pack, but I know that under that six-pack, there is a C-section pouch that I really don't like, right? So they will always, oh, my boobs are now, you know, after 4 children. So there will always be something that you're not happy about with your body. There is, because we are not models, we are not aiming to walk on the ramp, but we're aiming for health and fitness, for us to feel good about who we are. That's just what we aim for. That, oh, I feel good, I'm at a manageable weight, I can play with my children, I can run my business, I can wake up early. When I'm sleeping, I sleep flat out, I have exercised, I have worked, I've done all this, and I can sleep and I can rest, which is part of it. I struggle with sleep myself for many other reasons, but I try to make sure that I also rest. I want you to think right now, and if you have a piece of paper or on your pen, or just a few after this conversation, for you to just tell me one little thing that you're going to change towards your journey to healthy living. What is the one little thing that you're going to change? One step. It could be, I'm going to start skipping. It could be, I've been taking sugar. I want to try and reduce my 7 teaspoons of sugar to 6.5. What is it you're going to change? Just for that one little thing. That you know that if I can just change this little thing. What are you going to change? Not yet. I see.
Think of that. So that's one thing I'm going to do, to intentionally exercise. Because the nature of my work, I do exercise, but I feel it's got to be more routine, more programmed with the target. Mm-hmm. Yes, with the target.
Yeah, Briggs, make a step that you go up and
maybe take a walk, 30 minutes walk every day.
Please. A walk. After the walk, don't say, now I need to eat. Right? Just restrict it a little bit. Some say 21 days becomes
like, I think I'm just learning that I need to be cautious wherever I eat. So when you're in South Africa, when I'm in South Africa, I'm able to know what I eat and to know what I eat at 12. I'm also doing the intermittent fasting. Usually I eat at 12, and that's my main meal at 12. Then maybe I'll have a yogurt with nuts or with whatever later on. But when I come here, last night I ate pork pie, I ate mazoe, I ate so it's like when I travel and come back home, like I feel like I must eat everything, like literally. Even the sada you're talking about, Mama gave me brown sada yesterday. To me, I wanted the white sada because I'm home. So it's I think it comes with the mind, and like what you're saying, that you need to be cautious of what you're eating. So thank you so much. I'm learning something.
And always being. Anyone who wants to share the last one before I go? Tell no, Matt. There's no time.
No, it's okay.
Any other change? Yes, Becky.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much. You can come and sit here. You can come and sit here for on the couch for YouTube. Or right now, pictures for the YouTube. We are paying our bills now. We're paying our bills. So thank you very much, Janet, for that talk. And there are some questions that I'll ask her.
I always talk about it when you are not there, and I always say X I never mentioned the name, but now the ex finally got here. So now I'll ask the ex who's called Janet to solve x, what 0 plus x equals, yeah. So now, Sisi solve the interval code. He said it used to be 94 kg, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I saw her 94 kg. I don't know, I love you, Lenny, I love you, I love you. Mona Lisa, I love you. But she was like you. Like she ate everything. Babylon Suku, I don't remember Suku. Yeah, but also when I was like, Nandu, what do you, if I said the pork, fish, chicken, everything. I know, I'm going to be. She never made it.
Yeah, Suku was like that.
Okay, so.
As your primary food or your primary fuel. And for me, those books would be my inspiration, but it was also connecting with a community. Because I think on the journey to being health, you need a community, and you can decide who that community is going to be. And for me, the books from those ladies were my community, because I needed that. I didn't know a lot of things. Like I said, I was so ignorant about what food does to my body, which food groups do what to my body. So I needed that community, and that community probably also came through the books that I would read to understand, which is why now I even do I've done some like meal planning for people that are like in my group or that come in that are serious. So I do the meal plan for them. So what's your goal? We get to understand. I do the meal plan. I run a little health shop. I can even do packages to say, some of them say, okay, can you do them in a pack for me in terms of all these things, so we can start from breakfast, from lunch, whatever, of what I have. We do the pack and they move. So you need, then we exercise the movement bit that we have. I can do that from the reading. I think that has been very impactful in terms of my consciousness and knowledge building for me to be on the journey, especially on the food. Then on the exercise, the coaching that I did through the gym helped me in terms of training correctly. So I also don't hate myself. The issues that probably we didn't touch, like you can overtrain, you can also train while you are in bed form and hurt yourself, your joints and all that. So you need to be very conscious, which is why I'm confident. It's also through reading in books, I'm confident that we can teach each.
I wanted to ask her that question. I knew I was going to ask her that question. That's why I did. That's why I invited her. I want to ABC. Nice. What she's doing. All right. So then now we go to the stillbirth that you talked about. I don't know whether I remember correctly or I don't know, sometimes you say, you think this is what happened. When you went to the doctor after that, telling you to lay hypertension and did the doctor say you should not ever try to have a child again, otherwise the hypertension will kill you or something?
They didn't, the doctor didn't. But I remember during that period of my pregnancy, this other time I went, I think then I was now way over the 94. Probably I was in my hundreds or something. But I went for my checkup, and I went on the scale. I can't quite remember, but it was 400 up, I don't know, somewhere. Like I told you my diet, what it was like. And doctor, that was Balus, I think he passed me. He said he was shocked by the weight gain. And I think he said it was a thought that was vocalized, he didn't mean to. But anyway, he left it as it was. The next visit I went, he couldn't find the heartbeat. This is how we actually found out that the baby, that I didn't feel anything, there was nothing. I just went like for my normal visit, and nothing. Sent me to Mrs. Sibanda for the scan. And I opened, she did. You know Mrs. Sibanda, I don't know if she's still there. She's still there, right? She's a pleasant lady. She'll be showing you and all that. But this time she was just, and I was like, let me just check. I checked and I saw that it was heart rate negative. So then I went back to Dr. Balusi, explained to me what had happened, and what I knew. He didn't really say that I can't have babies or I need to deal with anything, but I knew from the shock that he had about my weight that he suspected, or he just knew that if we don't deal with this, this is what is going to happen. And I attribute it to that, I can't call it recklessness, but to that ignorance that I didn't know what I have to do, the alertness that I have to put in, that I had to put into it when it comes to what I eat, when it comes even to exercise. Then when I got pregnant again, I was actually exercising. I was pregnant and exercising and eating healthy. Yes, and why I started reading about it, how do I do safe exercises in my pregnancy, what are the benefits, of course to maintain and to keep the hypertension at bay, but also so that when I give birth, I can easily come back to my weight. So all my pregnancies that kind of followed, I then just had to do that. I would exercise to almost the end. Walks that we are talking about, it's not like I'm lifting weights, safety comes first. Walks, try learn to swim and all those things to at least maintain the weight.
Okay. So you had a strong why you were doing that. Yes. You had a strong why. Okay, so the other interesting things that you said, are you living to eat or are you eating to live? Are you eating? Those are interesting questions. Living to eat or eating to live. And then how did you reset mentally? Resetting mentally. You spoke about
the issues. I'll start with the encyclopedia. We've got an encyclopedia of foods and their healing power. So that one will give us information on different diseases that may affect us. And then it is also going to tell us what we are supposed to eat. For example, if you are diabetic, you are asthmatic, it will give you an index of different diseases and also give you an index of foods that you are supposed to eat for different ailments. For example, it will also tell you on what to eat when you are, maybe for younger children, for toddlers, what are they supposed to eat? When you are pregnant, what are you supposed to eat? And there is one important thing which it mentions, what types of foods are supposed to be eaten by newlyweds. And also it's going to give us information on how to live longer. So it is a set of 3 volumes. The encyclopedia is a set of 3 volumes. It will tell us about foods and their healing power. And then in another volume, it's going to give us information on the science of foods, the healthy kitchen, and the utensils that we are supposed to use in our kitchens. And also recipes. It gives us recipes on, it is going to give us 250 recipes. And then also for women, as we are gathered here, there is a volume entitled Feeling Good, Diseases that May Affect Women. Since women are vulnerable, it deals with all the different types of diseases that affect women because of our nature. So it is a book for women and the girl child. So it is a very important volume that is needed in each and every home since we are mothers and our girl children. So because women menstruate, women go through labor, menopause and so on, that volume is very much needed to help us as women because we are vulnerable. There are so many diseases that may affect women that may not affect men. And then we have another latest volume entitled healthy is in your hands. That one is going to look at the choices that we make every day as we look at our diet, our healthy activities and so on. It looks at the new approach to food. It also looks at what we eat. And then it looks also at allergies, weight management, and so on. Those are some of the volumes that we have on health. Some of them are there on the table. And we also have something to deal with the health of the mind. So if you come to our table, you will find some of the volumes that you will need for health. Thank you.
You know, see, we go to Samba Songe Church Lawa Hamba Sunday. So, going to get vegetarian and down so what you buy like city mines are done. Then when I mama's color songi. Now we are in quarter. She lives a healthy lifestyle. Now Yolanda, come Yolanda as we wait for lunch.
Like the camera. So I don't know where I'm at today. Anyway, Mina, I thank God for eating health, but unfortunately I had to eat health because I was sick. So please don't wait to get sick. When I was sick, that's when I had to change my diet, and I got even more sick after changing my diet. I think I went on a depression because I so much loved meat. I was like, and it was so painful. It was so painful to a point that I lost weight. More than half of my weight because I had to change the diet. But anyway, I am so grateful. I eat healthy. I love myself now. I'm even gaining weight. Sadly, the things that I used to eat because I'm at peace and I'm so happy.
All right, I say Lenny, healthy living journey yakhe ekuthanda inyama engadinaminya zabo buhlungu kodwa kusanda konke. Your moment to be a celebrity, go ahead, Lenny.
Lichonile. So mina sisuka khatshana elokhe ezama ukuncedisa but ngathi uqinisa ukuthi ngipatient. Ngiyagula, ngingadli inyama especially
kodwa eqinisweni engithanda ukunceda ngakho ukuthi i-red meat iyagulisa ngoba khathesi bese ngizamile futhi ukuthi sithanda ukuhamba. I think abaningi bayajayela ukumbona ngila. So sihamba kwezinye indawo kuyabe kulokudla okumnandi ngiwele ngidle, but after i-event yona lana yabe sengigula. So
I'm happy ukuthi namhla I think ngingavele ngibone yabe sengifisa but ngiyalimaza. So yabe senjengathi izandla ziye zaba buhlungu lenyawo zavuvuka ngayekela then ngaba sengisiwa right. So nje wasisiyakudla ngoba abantu bayachiyana kodwa ngicela ukuthi umuntu achoose senzama khathesi ngingapheka idelele iwiki yonke le ngisadra yona kodwa ngizwa sengiba ade ngifuthelwa sisakona bija yeah. So hayi okukhulunywayo wakithi omunye asithathela amalonzi into eziphilayo ukuthi ukudla esikudla ade ngizama ukukhuluma sihlangene. This is my cousin uThixo umzawa. So yisithi manje thina sizayenzani njengoba ekhaya kudliwa inyama legalelwa ngehloka. Siza kukwanisa yini sebeyigamula laphana sebeyipheka thina siyabe simi ngaphi? Eish, I think yikho khona ngakutshela
siyabonga. So we just pray for the food too. Then sesiyaphuma sibone around. Apparently there are some real premium spices. And then I had a one interview on Facebook Live, Arthur Marara. And from that day onwards, I started following the story. And I never dreamed that I would ever actually see her in person. although I did when I inboxed her with Facebook, you know, I take chances when I inbox celebrities and some of them respond. But she didn't respond. But lo and behold, one day, 3 months ago, she just walked into WG Guest Villas as a guest. And like, as I said, like, she knew me from Facebook as well. So, Rati, you are speaking at my next event. But I live in South Africa. I said, so what, you are here and you live in South Africa, you'll be here again. So she's here again. She'll tell us her story from maid to CEO. Then she's working up. Zimbabwe, but she started watching up on these stories
Okay, thank you, Norman.
That guy's going to help you.
Okay, while he's helping me, I like movements. I like to play around, right? Can we all stand up? We're eating, right? Let's stand up. So let's all stand up. Let's all stand up. Let's all stand up. Are we all? Is there someone sitting down? No. Listening is a to look at your neighbor, right? Close your eyes. Point your own north. Close your eyes and don't discuss. Guys, you see where the first problem is? We don't listen. Second, we don't pay attention. Third, we always ask the next person. I'm seeing people asking, which is north? I'm saying your own north, not the north that was determined by someone else. Are we right? Those are the basic things in life that we say, listening. Do you listen? Or do you listen while you're thinking of something? Or you have already projected what someone wants to say without listening? Or you want to talk before you even hear what the next person is saying? So are we closing our eyes? Our cameraman, it's okay, don't worry. Are we closing our eyes, guys? So are we listening?
Yes.
Point your own north. Find your identity, be yourself, feel free. Be confident. Business needs people who are confident, people who are outgoing, right? Open your eyes while you are pointing to the north. Do you see where you are pointing? Without copying anyone? Yes. Did you see?
Yes.
That's how real and premium you are.
Wow.
That's how real you have been to yourself. To say, you know what? Even if it's correct, you know one thing in business, people who make it, they're not scared to do the wrong thing. Do you understand? If you're a perfectionist, then the high chance of you failing is 100%. You have a high chance of failing in business, right? So in business, you do what you feel your heart telling you to do. You do the wrong things and correct. In business, we don't fail, right? Yes. We learn. So the moment you're going to do something, the next day, it's going to be, you were at 0, now you're at 1. So you're no longer starting at level 0, you're starting at level what? 1, right? I know most of you are wearing heels for the first time. We can sit down. Thank you. Okay, my name is Nyengeterai Mawere Choto. I am a mother, I'm a wife, I'm the owner of Real Premium Spices, owner and founder of Real Premium Spices. So my story is like, I'll say it's God. I'm a Christian, so whatever I do, I put God first. And from my story to where I am now, it has been by His grace. I have done some things that I can say, yes, I'm proud of. But if it was not for God, no one could have recognized me. If it was not for God, no one could have ever heard my name, or my name was never going to be mentioned anyway. But because God opens doors that no man can shut, and God
listens when we talk. Guys, when whatever that comes out of your mind, out of your mouth, make sure you mean it. If you say, I'm dying, make sure you mean you want to die. Ne? Because it's going to come to pass. Do we understand each other? That's the same with business. If you're going to say, this is, a lot of people are doing this, you're going to see a lot of people doing it. Okay, I want to give you an example. If you go outside there, you go and stand and you're looking for a red car. Your life, everyone has a story to tell about their life. But you are not stuck there. You need movement in your life. If you are stuck where you are to say, you know what, me, I'm sick. Okay, you are sick, you're gonna die. I'm sorry. Right? But if you tell yourself that, you know what, by the blood of Jesus, by the power invested in me, I'm going to live. You live. Right? So that's the same thing with business. If you tell yourself that I'm going to sell, me, I can sell you a dead body. Did I tell you? Me, I can sell you a dead body and you can buy. You realize when you're home that lady sold me a dead body. Because I can talk, I can make friends, I can literally go to any event and express myself. And I can sell myself the way I want to be sold. Right? That's the same thing with you and with business. When I started my business, at first I was doing laundry. We were living, I got married in 2011, then moved to join my husband in Mpumalanga, South Africa. So when I was there, I was doing laundry, cleaning people's houses. You know when you get to SA, no matter what your qualification is, because when I was here, I was a bookkeeper, right? So when I got to SA, you still have that mentality to say, you know what, I'm a bookkeeper, I have this degree and whatnot. To me now, when someone comes to me and say, I have a degree, I have this, I'll just tell them, you haven't seen life, so sit down. Because it's nothing, right? If a degree is everything, if you can use it. But if it's under the pillow, it's what? And with the situation right now in our country, we all know, you must be willing to invest in yourself in every aspect of yourself. You must be willing to start from anyway, from selling airtime, right? Our mind, we need to have a mindset shift for you to survive right now. So, for me, that was hard. To be honest, that was hard. Because I'm thinking, no man, I used to sign checks, me. Oh, now I must what? But reality will kick in, right? So when reality kicks in, you need to think outside your box. So when I started doing laundry, cleaning people's houses and doing all sorts of small jobs, in South Africa we call them piece jobs. So in that journey of doing that, I believe God was training me for something. Because if I was gonna stand in front of you with my degree, owning a company, my attitude will be different. Because I've been there, down in the gutter. I know how it feels when someone comes to and tells you, no, I'm a house helper. You know how it feels to be one. So sometimes situations that we go through, God will be training you. We like to complain a lot. Instead, whatever situation that you are in, you must say, thank you, God. What lesson are you teaching me? Show me the signs to say, Lord, what is it that you want me to learn? We don't like learning, right? If I give you a book to read, now you sleep. If I give you TikTok, your eyes are out. Now you have 4 eyes to see. Am I lying? So life teaches us, and God will always put things in front of you. The problem is what we want is to see God wearing a suit. But God doesn't come that way. He comes in those dirty things we think they are dirty. Right? So when I was cleaning people's houses, doing all sorts, my husband was transferred to Johannesburg. So we had to move to Johannesburg. Because I grew up selling. So it's in me. Like it's, when I was doing accounting, I remember another guy saying to me, you are doing a wrong degree. But because in our family, everyone is an accountant. For me, I was like, no, me, I'm an accountant. I'm not, selling is not my thing. So when I was studying accounting, but I was selling sweets at the same time at the college where I was going. So that was actually God also training me. God also training me how to relate with people. God was also training me how to talk to people, right? Because when you sell, you talk to everyone, literally everyone. So back to my story. When we moved to Johannesburg, I continued with my business looking for new customers. So there was a prayer group that we used to go. There was a lady, Amaropeng. She was selling spices from another company. Then I said, you know what? Give me, I also want what? To sell the spices. Then she gave me the number, the contacts. I started selling. So on one faithful day, I always say this as one faithful day because God showed up in my life. And God put something in me that I never thought I would also believe. So when this man came to me and said, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about spices. Guys, this was a guy, an old white guy, looking like a hobo, if I can say, right? He comes to me and he says, there I can teach you. In my mind, I'm like, no way, this guy just wants to rob me, right? And here I am, I'm like, but something in me is telling me, no man, call this guy, because he wrote his number down. But to me, then I went to my mom, I said, hey, you know what, there's this guy who said he wants to teach me how to make spices. And my mom was like, no, he can't teach you. If he's not making money himself, how are you going to make money? You see? Because it's not her vision. My mom is not wrong. But it's not her what? So God puts a vision in you, right? God puts something, a seed in your heart. And when God puts it in your heart, it doesn't have to do with anyone. And God doesn't consult anyone when he does that. But it's for us to listen. What is God putting me? If you can dance, do it very well. If you can, whatever that you're doing, do it with all of you. Like you put your heart and mind into it. And God will bless as you go. I can't say anything without putting God because I know. I'm not telling you something I've learned or something I've read something somewhere, but I'm telling you something I've experienced. When there's a God, there's everything. So when this guy came to me and I couldn't sleep about it, then I called him and we came. He said, no, you know what? I can teach you how to do this. Then I paid the guy. He taught me everything I needed to know about spices. And he went, I think about 6 months, him teaching me and. So while he was teaching me all this, right? I have the information. Now I can do spices. I'm excited. No, I can mix spices. I can mix barbecue. I can mix what? I can blend. I can do that. So I don't know what you call it in Ndebele, but in Shona we say dzungu. What do you know what does it mean in Ndebele? I don't know. Dzungu. Yeah? Yes. Dzungu not dzungwari say yes. Huh? Yes. Was I was peppering, something like that.
So I mixed each of the spices I was taught. I had to mix 50 kgs of each. I don't have a market, I don't have anything. So I went on my aromat 50, I went on my barbecue 50, I went on my steak and chops 50, I went about 20 lines. Now I've used all the capital I had to mix just 5. They're not gonna take it. They'll start telling you, no, we want that one, we want that one. Now I'm stuck. And at that moment I was in a group where we were paying Mukando, you know, when you watch. Ask yourself the correct question to say, where I have been, am I still there 5 years? 5 years later, where am I going? We are happy, sis. We are happy. Where are you going? Are you just waking up like everyone else in the morning, eat, go sleep, do the, Do you take time to just think about your life, where you are right now, to be honest with you? You know, we lie to ourselves a lot. Especially with this makeup thing. You think you're all that. We think, you know what. But we don't tell ourselves the truth. Are you afraid of the next person? What the abantu bazothini? Huh? It's a syndrome. What do people say? What do people say if they see me selling spices? What do people think if they see me selling honey? Which people? Which people are you afraid of? The people who don't even like you don't even like. Huh? We always do things to impress the people we don't like. And be in debt sometimes. How hungry are you? Ask yourself that. How hungry am I to move from where I am to go to another place? Some people here at 30, they're still living in their mother's houses. Because you don't want to pay rent $50. Am I lying? Huh? You are even declaring that my mother left me here, I'll be here. Huh? My father said I'll be there. Want to inherit this house? You are even sharing rooms there, all of you there, with your wives and your husbands, creating enemies to each other in that household. Huh? Ask yourself the correct question. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, Nyenge, where are you going? We are happy. Where are you coming from? Are you crying every day? How negative are you? Let God take care of the rest. Even to that helper who helps you in the house. They have to ask for they have to have an emergency. People work for you. For you to pay them, they have to have an emergency. They must tell you that my child swallowed a narrate, yes. Or my child swallowed a whole elephant for you to pay them. And whether you complain about your workplace. Here my workplace, they don't pay us on time, they don't do this. But when you pay your work, your helper, you pay when they have to tell you that they need to go to a funeral. That's when you say, okay, let me just do a favor. But I've worked the whole month. And when you also want God to bless whatever you're doing, it starts there. How you treat people who can't do anything. Mina, if I see you being rude to a security guard, when you come to me, I'll be rude to you. You can, people who fast a lot, ne? If you see the way they talk to other people or they act, here they have a prison or something here. I don't know. But the moment you love people, that's your ticket to what? When it comes to business, me, I always do this. I always put seeds for my business. When I see someone selling something, because I'm selling, I buy something or I give someone just $10 to say, you know what? There you go. Add something. And you pray for that man, say, God, this is it. This is my seed. God hears. You take you are selling products when you have products that you're selling, you take $1. Just go to someone that's selling airtime, pray for it, say, God, I'm giving this to you. This is my seed. God will direct you to the correct people. There was a time when we had a prayer group, and this lady just said, you know what?
Else. So this is gonna be hard. Okay, it's gonna be hard. And so you guys need to wake up. I'm gonna be short, and I'm gonna try to keep your attention. Now, I see most of you are on your phones and you like your phones. Please take your phones. I'm gonna give you 5 principles. 5 principles. And you rather record me on your phone, then you go and examine those principles. Okay, there isn't much to say about myself except that I started very low in life. Not because there was any problem. My parents were quite okay. They put me through good school and everything else. But there was a big shift somewhere in my life when I realized there was more I could become. Now, I don't have time to tell you the story, but I want you to know that I learned a skill that I want to pass on to you, and especially my kids there from school. I want you to know that sitting amongst you is Thrive Masiwa, Elon Musk, Michelle Obama. They are there, but whether they will become that, it's your choice. Very much your choice. Now, I need a bottle of water. I tried to get an accent because I'm Keith Haywood, so I must have a white accent, right? So a bottle of water sounds good, okay? Now, if I'm holding this bottle of water and I let it off, is it going to go up sideways or down? Down. Down. Okay. I'm a man. So, ma'am, I need you to hold this bottle of water and let it go. Because you're a woman, it can't behave like me, right? So if she lets go of this bottle, what would happen? It will go down. If we gave it to a white person, a child, why? Why? Where is gravity? Where is it? It's in the atmosphere somewhere. It's a principle that's out there. Whether you're having a good day, a bad day, you are a single parent, you have 20 kids, you are divorced, you are getting married, gravity will just behave the same way. It's called a principle. Now, I put it to you that in life and in the universe, there are certain principles that work. They work. Whether you're having a bad day, you were born and you are an orphan, you've just had I don't know, whatever has happened to you, there are certain principles that work like gravity. My sister was explaining one. Do you know that if you are a serial killer, rapist, and you give, you will receive? Serial killer going around and saying, okay, I want you to have this money, I want to help those people. Serial killer, rapist, they will get more. That principle of giving and receiving is like gravity, it's out there. Are you with me? Please stay with me, okay? Why are these kids going away? Ouch! They must tell the transport to stop, ne? Please go tell the transport man to stop. In my name, I command him in my name to stop, okay? Let's keep going. So there are principles in life. Let me give you another one. Do you know that if you do not get along with your parents, doesn't matter who they are, and they die unhappy, it doesn't matter whether you went to Harvard or Yale University, you are not going to make it until you make peace with them. It's a principle. They may be the most horrible parents, but they've been put in your life and they control certain things about you. It's a principle. If you don't believe me, try. Curse your parents. You will struggle in life forever and ever and ever. So I want you to understand that there are principles that run this universe. And if you understand them, you'll be successful. If you don't understand them, Uzatubega, you will not be successful. So I want to share with you principles that work. People who succeed are not lucky. They understand principles and they use them. This world is run by a system of things and principles. There are systems. Who's got a Kambudzi here? And Dorindori. Hey, you guys, Zimbabweans have a smartphone and Dorindori. My sister have a Dorindori, ne? Ah, man, you can't do that. You can't do that. You must have a Dorindori. Okay. Now, who's got a Dorindori? Please, Mr. Cameraman, get me the Dorindori. And my sister, do me a favor. Please come with your smartphone and stand next to me here. Okay, I'm not going to make you do anything silly. Please give me the Dorindori. Now listen very carefully, please. Again. Now, can this thing send a WhatsApp? No. Can it receive a WhatsApp? No. Why? It's a phone. So it doesn't matter how much I like this phone and I look after it, it will not. I charge it all the time, it will never send a WhatsApp. And yet her smartphone can send a WhatsApp. Now let me help you understand. If the way you think has not graduated from Ndorindori to this, you will not get the success that you get with a smartphone if you have a Ndorindori mindset. Sisonge tiritese. So part of your success or lack is not because there are no opportunities around you in Zimbabwe. It is because your brain is Ndorindori and nothing more. So no WhatsApp, no Facebook, no nothing. And you go around saying people are corrupt, this and the other. I put it to you. If you put this away, this mindset, and you upgrade to a smartphone, you'll have capacity to deal with the challenges and make money and be successful. It's in your hands. You don't have the software and the system to deal with the problems you see. You don't have it. You are in Ndorindori. So there's no miracle. Don't go to prophets and ask for miracles. There's a way this world operates. Don't worry, is Nyanga and people, please. Just learn what it means to not be a Ndorindori and be a smartphone. Then you'll be able to have the ability to deal with things. You know, if it's a WhatsApp, you can deal with it. If it's a Facebook, because you have the software in your brain. If you get divorced, you can deal with it. If somebody betrays, you can deal with it. But if you don't, you become depressed and you think of suicide because you are in Ndorindori in your capacity of thinking. And all of us can be smartphones, all of us can. And today I'm installing part of that software. Open your mind. I'm going to give you 5 things that you need to have in your head to deal with. 5 buckets that you need to fill up in your life to be able to deal with things around you. My sister, you may sit down.
I'm not Ndorindori.
You're not a Ndorindori now. Whose Ndorindori is this, please? While it is a Ndorindori, it might disappear here. So let me, the first bucket is called the bucket of what you know, knowledge. If you are ignorant, it doesn't matter what opportunities come around you, you can't use them. You don't know how to do business, you don't know nothing, you are ignorant. The first thing you must do is to learn. Learn things. Learn. Learn how to do business. If you want to go into agriculture, go and learn how to do agriculture. Learn, have knowledge. No knowledge, no results. Period. No one is bewitching you. I'm glad my sister. No one is bewitching you. You are ignorant. You are in Ndorindori. Go and learn. Go and learn. Find somebody who is farming tomatoes and say, teach me. Mfundisa kwenziwa njani lokhu. Learn. Without that knowledge, you are in trouble. Treat us a song. Knowledge. Bucket number 1 you must feel is knowledge. So what business are you in, my sister? Because you didn't have Ndorindori, I must victimize you now. You are selling spices. Now you must learn everything about spices, my sister. And you don't need to go anyone. Go on YouTube, go on the internet. Learn everything and say, Zimbabwe, let me try learn South Africa, Malawi. Learn. If any day passes and you are not learning, my sister, you are bewitching yourself. Knowledge, bucket number 1. You got that one, eh? Number 2, skill. Bucket of skill. Skill is different from knowledge. It's the ability to use your knowledge to get value. It's a skill. I saw a thing and I'm still looking for it. A Nigerian boy and didn't get it, went back to the University of Nigeria and said, give me my money. I want my fees back because I got this degree, it has given me nothing. I want my fees back, you can have the degree. This guy had knowledge, but had no skill to use that degree to get value. You need to have skill. A lot of you are gifted, you have abilities that you do not know anything about. My sister, I like the makeup on your face. Did you do it yourself? Make money making makeup on other people. It's a skill. But you do it on yourself and you come here and you're quite okay. Go make money. There are a lot of people who can't do the makeup that you've made. So go and make money. You are using your skill. Are we together? I had a PhD guy inquire with me. I'm a consultant and I do business strategy and all kind of things. So this guy says, you know what, somebody referred me to you because he says you are running a consultancy and you are this big person, chagut. I've just come out of university, I no longer want to lecture, I want to start a business. Please teach me how to do this. He's got a PhD, I have a first degree. How do I teach a PhD how to do things? He's got more knowledge than me 10 times, 100 times, but he's coming. You know the difference? I have a skill. The little knowledge I have, I'm using it so much that PhDs are asking me. But the PhD has knowledge, no skill. Can't leverage that knowledge. You got bucket number 2, eh? Skill is different from knowledge. But please don't be ignorant. There's nothing as painful as being ignorant. Ne? And knowledge is everywhere. Please go and learn from other people. Don't be proud. And don't say you are too old. No, learn. There's nothing as bad as burying an ignorant corpse. At least when you die, you must have something. See, when we talk about you, you say, hey, she was very smart. She had a garden. She was doing this and the other. Not like she was. Bucket number 2, skill. Number 3, very important. My sister spoke about it. Who you know, relationships. You must build an ecosystem of key relationships, not fanigalos, okay? Key relationships. People who are smarter than you, who know more than you, who have more money than you, who are in another league. Some of my friends are so rich, I'm trying to get this and extend my house. They are saying, I'm buying my second holiday home in Cape Town. And I'm saying, I'm trying to see if I can extend 2 windows here. But those are my friends. Those are my friends. I want to be around those people. I don't want somebody who is saying, I'm also trying to build a house at Kaya. No. You are on another level. I want the guy who is saying, I'm buying a house in Mauritius, I'm going to Dubai. Those are the people I want because they stretch my thinking. Those are the people in my ecosystem. My sister said, yeah, those people say, hey, I'm going to have a problem. Those negative ones, I don't need them, I don't need them. Relationships, there is no success, there's no productivity on the planet without a relationship. The fact that you are sitting in front of me, 2 people related and they did something in the bedroom, we don't want to go there, and there you are. There was a relationship that produced you. Everything's about relationships. Everything. Every success is about relationships. Anyone who will tell you he's been successful, doesn't matter who they are, it's about relationship. And building relationships is a skill. My sister was talking about, if you say minabantu, you are in trouble. Yeah. You are going nowhere without abantu. Sometimes we call it emotional intelligence, the ability to relate to other people. Your success is 1 or 2 relationships away. You are in a miserable position right now, yet there's somebody in your community there who's got your answer. But because you don't know how to build relationships, you stay like that and die like that. Relationships. That's bucket number 3. What was bucket number 1? I was a teacher in my former life. Knowledge. No, it can't be number 1. It's not. It's knowledge. Yes, knowledge. Number 2, skill. Number 3, thank you. You're getting there. You're getting there. Now, I must tell you, relationships are huge. My sister talked about start at home. Please, make peace with your uncle who bewitched you, who messed up your marriage. Make peace with them. Don't allow them to hold you forever. You know, if you stay angry and bitter about somebody who hurt you, it's like drinking poison and hoping somebody else will die. I'm going to drink this poison, then umalumuza ufa. Can't happen. Anger and hate is like a poison. It poisons your body and your immunity goes down and you become... Build a brand. The reason I'm here is because she found me on Facebook and looked at what I do and I had value for her. I am a brand. We've met in real life before. We met at the book launch. Yes. But I've gone to Harare to go and do something for a lady that we saw me on Facebook and said, I'm paying, come to Harare, do this. And I met them, we got there. When I got off the bus, CityLink, I said, so how do I know this? She's coming to pick me. I've never seen her, she's never seen me, but she sees me on a picture. So she walked up to me and said, yeah, please come, Mr. Haywood. We are going to Nyanga. You need to go and address that group. And it was because she has followed me and wired everything I say. I've created a brand. Sisonke. So make sure you position yourself in the minds of any audience in a certain way. Bakwazi ukuthi ngugogo lwana othandaza kakhulu, ngugogo lwana okhuluma kuhle ngabantwana, ngugogo lwana ohlala ecebisa abantu. You must be known for something, gogo, something. Whether you are selling tomatoes there, people know that not gogo lwana ukhulumisa abantu kuhle njani, hey umuntu kaThixo no gogo lwana mana ngiyethenga gogo. Develop something that is unique to you. It's called developing a brand. So what to know? So let's go the 5 quickly. 1, 2, skills. Number 3, number 4, access. Number 5, brand, reputation. Now let me annoy you because I'm about to leave. Let me say something that will anger you. Ne? Are we all in business? Some sort of business, ne? Yes. Let me announce to you, you are the business before you have the business. People buy you before they buy your spices. If you don't get that right, it's only Strive Masiwa now who people buy Econet things without even worrying whether it's Strive Masiwa. When you are a small SME and growing, you are the brand. You are the business. So the way you carry yourself and the way you do everything, you must know people will connect with you first. So when they see you in the street, Mama spices is very, Kangela is very untidy. My spice must be dirty also. Look at that. You are the business. Please let me give that to you. You are the business. So let me bring this deeper so that you get annoyed. Now, all of you have smartphones. Let me announce to you, your profile picture on your smartphone tells me whether to do business with you or not. You must look at my profile picture on any platform. I'm like His Excellency the President. I have one picture everywhere. One. And I went to a camera person like this. I said, my brother, put your screens, do everything, Photoshop, make sure I look the part. And that's the standard picture. The one you saw on the flyer, you see anywhere. It's one picture. I had my best clothes. I was looking nicely with my glasses. I looked educated. And that's what I give people. That's what people see. I do not allow people to have a different view. I'm supposed to go to prayer. I do not allow people to have a different view. Sisonke. Yes. I'll tell you now, if I get to know you and I get your contact, and somebody in Germany says, we're looking for somebody who does spices in Africa, we're trying to go on this experiment, chakuti. Then I say, okay, let me send you the contact. And I send the contact, and on there, what's there? Your cat, or you and your husband in Vic Falls, or you and your child, or your grandchild, or something like that. The guys begin, and I want to tell you this because when I get a contact, I analyze. The first thing I look at, what kind of a person is this? And if I see any of those, I start putting you in a certain box. Okay, this guy is rubbish, or this is okay, this is what have you. I announce to you, when we recruit, I help companies recruit. One of the things we do is, we get your profile picture, we go on your Facebook page, we go on Instagram. Now let me announce first, if you are not online, you don't exist. We have no presence online, and I like the older people. I'm not young, by the way, I'm one of those almost retired. Oh no, I know I look young, I know that, but I'm actually the other side of the hill now, okay? Please, get somebody younger to put you online, even if you post nothing. Have a Facebook page with your face, chakuti, and a few things. Tell your kids to be posting anything. When there's a birthday, they should also post. If you don't exist online, going forward, you do not exist on the planet. This is where we check you out. There's no company that will want to deal with you if you don't exist online. So those of you who are older, it's okay. We can go high and just retire and say, there's no more. And I guess fairly high. So first you must exist online. Where I was coming for is you have to have a controlled presence on social media. Controlled. Let me annoy you, please. You can throw stones as I go away. I struggle, and please, you don't have to agree with me. It has worked for me, but it could be total rubbish. I want you to know, even when it's your hubby's birthday or please don't put their picture there. Find a way of celebrating them and keep your the right professional picture there. My mom passed away, and then my dad passed away a year or two later. They never were on my profile picture during my morning time, and they never will be there. I mourn them there, but I will never, ever, because I only have one chance at showing an impression to anyone who checks on me. I can't explain to them, no, that's my granny, Say, we lost her, so I'm still mourning. There will not be that time. They'll just say, eee, what's the story with this guy? What's the story with him? Who disagrees with me? Please, let's have a little fight before I get off stage. Please. But I'm telling you that this last stage where reputation, you've got to control the online presence. Do not post everything. Okay, don't post funny things. Don't post things that are extreme. Whether it's race, whether it's tribe, whether it's your religion, don't go extreme. Just stay in the narrow. You can have your extreme view. I don't like gays. That's your personal view. But don't put it online, because once it's there, it doesn't come off. And certain doors can close because of that. Manage your brand. It's all you have. So no one wants to fight me about the profile pictures. Okay. So please, we have a cameraman here. So before you leave, please book him. You stand against something, he takes nice pictures. There's a thing called Photoshop. You may be looking like me, not quite together. You will do a few things and remove some things, and you look whatever you want. If you want to be a white person, he can make you a white person with his machines. Whatever works for you. Okay, but please, let's do that. So those are the 5 things. Let's go over them again before I sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reputation. Thank you, ma'am. You can have them now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Haywood. Before you sit down, Nabalembuzo for Mr. Haywood is rushing out. Namiana.
No, I just want to testify about this profile picture.
Yes, please.
At one point,
yeah,
there was my daughter on the profile.
Wrong number.
And then this guy says, I love you.
Okay, let me abuse my sister in the meantime while you're thinking of a question. I send this flyer and somebody says, which Norma is this? Okay, and there's Miss Norma, there's so many Normas. So I'm trying to tell this guy. So I say, let me go to the profile picture. That will be quick. I'll take it and just send it to you. And I think she's got a granny. Who is that lady?
It's my mother. We passed away.
So I think, so now I have to go on Facebook and look until I found a picture. Then I got a screenshot. Then I cropped it nicely. Then I said, this is the Norma. But can you see how hard I had to work? And she's such a powerful brand. She cannot afford. It doesn't matter how long Ganani. People are going to say, which Norma? I'll just say, no, just go there. It's Norma. And it can't happen. Are there any more questions?
Any more questions?
Now I must say that personal branding is something you need to be trained. Okay, how to build your own brand. It doesn't matter how old you are a brand, how young you are. You must be trained how to do so.
Here to share with ladies, you shared that to me one time. So the first time I heard that Chris, Mr. Haywood.
Yes.
So I paid my $10 hoping to find a white man.
Yes.
Then when I got there and there wasn't even one white person, I was like, wow. Am I in the Not really, but it was really powerful.
Yeah.
It was. Thank you very much.
Thanks. I must tell you, this Haywood thing is it's an amazing thing that I use all the time. I go to places and if they don't put my picture, people expect a white person. So when I gather, they say, yeah, we're waiting for Haywood. I say, yeah, I'm also waiting for you. But it becomes a good starting point to talk. And then say, oh, I'm the Haywood. You say, oh, what happened? So I use it as a good icebreaker.
So you said you run this brand
on Facebook, LinkedIn, and places like that. But we're going to run one. It's going to go very public. There's a number of course we're going to run the personal branding. A lot of people shortchange themselves. You know.
When?
It's going to be done. Just chill. Just
We'll follow.
Sorry. Yes, I'm associated with people who run entrepreneurship. But the other one we want to run is on public speaking. Okay, it's a skill. And all of you one day, if you're a business person, you'll be asked to go and make a speech at school or someplace. And you can't get there and say, I think that I'm going to, I don't have many words to say. Shut up and sit down. So you need to learn to be articulate. And let me know you again. I'm very fluent in Ndebele, Shona, Kalanga. I understand a bit of Sutu. I understand quite a number of other languages. But I had to refine my English. Your Shona and Ndebele won't take you anywhere. Pack it. You have it. Fage frichin. Now learn English. Or French or something. The world out there. You're going to diaspora. Hey, UK, can you go and say, Mina, Ngwamu Kumalo, I'm doing Kiwa, Sevenza Konate, Bafuni is Kiwa. So learn English. Doesn't matter how old you are. Command the English. No more questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Haywood. I'll just ask you, Nyangeterai, to come back to get questions from the audience while I walk Mr. Haywood out. So, yeah. Okay. Nah, sesibuza Nyangeterai,
I'm now a brand, please. Where must I go, Noma?
Yes. A lot of women, when they start their businesses, but I'm always seeing you with Mr. Choto doing business together. How is that?
Okay, when it comes to marriage, right? Most of the people, they can agree with me that the society right now, if you tell them I'm happily married, it's like you've said something wrong. Am I lying? Everyone has a problem in their marriages. Am I right? Yes. So we need to change the narrative about everything. That's where it starts. Changing the narrative about businesses. My husband has been with me from every step of the way. He does his own businesses, but when I come to him to do my thing, he's always with me. If I'm going to Zambia, I'm going to Kenya, we take each other along. That's our honeymoon. We call it our honeymoon suite. What? Because we'll be just the two of us. We have 4 kids. So for me, when it comes to business, I think it's the way you address, right? Because if I'm going to go to Mr. Chote and say, I'm going to start my business, make my own money, you will see me. You see? So how do you address the things to your spouses? Okay, the first thing is you need to know my husband will never be the same with your husband or with his brother or anyone else. The problem, you guys, you go to kitchen parties. You sit in your small caucus things where you discuss your husband, right? You tell people everything about your husband. You tell them everything, right? They tell you how to deal with their husband, your husband, the way they are not telling you how to deal with what they are not doing to their husbands, right? That's where it's wrong. I don't discuss my husband with anyone. If I'm to tell you my husband is the most handsome guy in the world, is the most everything, right? For me, right? So That's you need. It's a marriage. It's a partnership.
I'm coming. Keep talking.
No, okay, that's fine. A marriage is a partnership, right? A marriage, it's something, you work things together. And sometimes you are on top, sometimes he's on top, sometimes it goes like this. But it's how you take it. But if you say my man is my man, he says his man is your man, you're not going anywhere. And one thing I've learned about marriages is Satan is using marriages these days to destroy the young generation, right? If you ask a lot of kids, they'll tell you I don't want to get married. Because the example they've seen in their parents or people that are raising them, it's the wrong picture about marriage. So on that question, I would say is you need one of you. There's to be someone who has to think outside to say, you know what, I want this to work. How am I going to do this? You do the right thing. We women, we shabalaza too much. We talk too much. We say the wrong things. You say your husband is this, is that. Yes, it's gonna be that because of care you're saying it. You understand? You want your husband to take care of family. You don't want him to take care of his family, and you call that marriage, huh? But you are staying there for people. What will people say? Stay there because you want to be there. You are supported there. You are also supported. It goes two ways, guys. The problem is, Tina, people, we are selfish. You're always thinking about yourself. If you're in a marriage, if you can't do A, if your husband can't do A, when I do B, right? If you can do this, you do the other thing. That's how it works. You don't stay to say I'm staying in marriage because of the kids, and we see you with a 50th child. Let's build a different generation. And me, my husband is my friend. That's my best friend. If I have to discuss something, I discuss with my husband. And I don't have friends that I can discuss my husband with. If I have to discuss something with him that he did wrong, I discuss with him. Then that's it.
Okay, Yengeta, another question I wanted to ask you. So, how big is real premium spices in South Africa? Because my cousin brother, of course, he tells me, which is Yahamba Unyengete rice farm, and she's got these big, huge cars. Tell me, how big is real premium spices?
Okay, real premium is big like Econite. I prophesy, I prophesy. We are big in our own view that we came starting from Norway without anything. The only support that we had was just the two of us, and not having a loan or anything. I would say we are big. That's why I would say we are big. We have about employees only in South Africa. We have 30 employees. Then we have employees in Zimbabwe. We have employees in those like our branch managers, something like that. Distributors and retailers, I can't even mention. Yes, yeah.
I thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I can tell you that she's very down to earth. The first time she came to WG, all our good rooms were fully booked. And we had to put her in this back room that used to be a storeroom. And she didn't say anything. But some people only with $2. But I'm not sleeping in a cottage. So thank you very much. Your last words of encouragement, ladies, and then we release you.
Okay. I think I've said almost everything. Okay. The only thing that I would say, whatever that you want to do, go for it. You are good enough. You are worthy. You are the right person for whatever that you feel like doing. Your background doesn't determine who you are going to be tomorrow, right? Your whatever that you might look at yourself and say, how am I presentable? No, just go ahead and do it. It's better to try than to regret. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very very much. Siyabonga everyone for coming to the Becoming Successful. So we'll give Ubheki Scholar to give us our vote of thanks. She's one of our board members. And then she'll ask Mrs. Matiti to give us a closing. Again, at number 5.
Nditshonile. Andisafundi. Nditshonile. Ngathi siyatshona. Sithanda ukulibonga. First, maybe I'd like to thank our speakers. I hope sonke sifundile okunengi. You know, from the mind to the spirit to the body. I loved the body because I also love being healthy and looking good, you know, looking very sexy. You know, I love that, so you can see that. So we want to thank our speakers. Thank you so much. May you be blessed and your families be blessed. May you grow in your businesses. And we'd like to thank everyone who took their time to come and join us as we celebrate Becoming Successful, number 4. Mina, I was really blessed. I hope you were blessed too. Even as we go home, let's go home and practice everything that was shared and also share to the next person. Auntie sizwile kuthiwa khona lokho ufuna ukuba yikho khona kwenze komunye naye uzakwenza kuwe auntie. Singabe silokho sithi siyaloywa siyathakathwa akunamuntu ofuna ukuloywa ngalasenta auntie. Vela silamali so ukuloyela uthi ufunana auntie. There is nothing like that. Ngoziloyayo wedwa vuka usukume uzenzele akunandaba i-age. Amna vele senza kufa vele uzahlufe auntie. Yikho khona kwesikuzwilele. Siyabonga kakhulu sibese sibonga ke uhost wethu Miss Noma Ncube, thank you very much for bringing us together and thank you very much for all this knowledge. Asoze silahle sizayisebenzisa. Uzokuthiwa ngifundile lokho engikugcinile. So which means you haven't done anything about it. You are still keeping it somewhere. Auntie, so you need to use this knowledge. Silalele even Ubaba Keith Haywood, the white man, spoke to us very well about our minds. Now we have received the knowledge and we have the skill. So let's run with that and help ourselves grow. Auntie, we can't be learning every day.